All right. Um, Give me a second. Nope, not that. Looks like we will wait for some people to get here. I know it may be slow. Maybe slow because we posted, what, 3 videos yesterday. So I'm gonna check to see what's happening over here on, TikTok and everything. So yeah, we got how many people over on X? We got 14 people that are watching on X. Thank you guys for watching. And let's check over on Rumble. And we got 1 person watching on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching, for being here. I appreciate it. Anybody that's over on YouTube, I also appreciate you guys for being here. But let's see what's happening on this platform really quick. We got a few people that are joining right now. Right now, we're talking about some cryptocurrency. We're talking about, Jasmy Coin and everything that's happening there, which honestly just looks absolutely amazing. The levels that it hit, maybe just a few hours ago were insane, you know, and people are making a lot of money, including me. I'm making a decent amount of money. It's not like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it is a lot. So, um, I'm excited about where Jasmy's going, and kind of this is just the beginning, right? I believe Jasmy has so much more of a future um, ahead of it. Thank you, Dennis James Fleming, for hitting the like button and continuing to tap the screen. I appreciate it. Kevin, thank you for joining. Salty Slug, thank you for joining. Um, BME Feb, thank you for joining. Everybody that's joining over on TikTok, I appreciate you guys for being here. If you guys are interested in cryptocurrency, stick around and let's talk about cryptocurrency and the future of it and certain positions because um, we have a lot of positive things happening in the market right now, at least compared to what happened yesterday. So feel free to double tap that screen or hit the like button on YouTube. We got about 8 likes on there. So 37 people that are here. Thank you guys for watching. 72 people that are here on TikTok. Thank you for following XPS Extreme. I appreciate it. What's good, Matt? Can't wait till the halving. Yeah, can't wait either. Great analysis on Jasmy, Matt. Without any burns for Jasmy, how are they going to achieve huge market caps? So understand that one, Jasmy Coin has a popularity of like a meme coin or more than that actually, but with major utility in the data sector, right? So I feel like with just understanding the popularity, understanding the use case, understanding that piece to it, and the amount of FOMO that's going into it, not only right now, but also you can see how that would translate into the future. There's so much upside for Jasmy Coin. It's currently sitting at about a 900, almost $900 million market cap from a level of being at a $200 million market cap, right? So seeing it up at these levels is amazing, absolutely amazing. And if we see it at $1 billion, that would be around a 2 cent price, or a little over a 2 cent price, since we have less than 50 billion coins available. Thank you. Oh yeah, I've already said that. Thank you for following it. XPS Extreme. But when I look at Jasmine Coin overall, I mean, when we look at the volume, 1.6, almost 1.7 billion dollars worth of volume in this play, like that doesn't go unnoticed. That's a huge amount of volume, huge amount of money that's going into Jasmine Coin by itself. And let me not do that. Yeah, a huge amount of Jasmine Coin that's going in by itself, and you see those levels are like XRP levels, right? It should be up in the tens of billions of dollars worth of a market cap. And right now it's sitting at, like I said, an $850 million market cap, up 44% up to a 1.7 cent price, which is not crazy. Like a lot of people will go, oh, well, that's not high at all. But from where it came from, people are making a boatload of money, especially some people that are trading um, more towards like leverage trading and margin trading. I talked about it yesterday how somebody, and I don't even know if they are are still up. I would imagine they're up a decent amount. But I don't know if they did anything closer to 2 cents because that's a massive amount that they made. It was like $111,000 at that point, and then getting up to I think it was 1.7 cents. It was like 195,000, and it got to 1.9 cents today, this morning, a $900 million market cap, almost $1 billion market cap. Thank you for following, um, uh, Alvaro Flores. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Having priced in, is the having priced into this position or the having priced into BTC overall? Is that what you're asking? Elements, thank you for following. I would say if we're talking about BTC, I don't think the halving is priced into BTC. I don't think the halving is priced into Jasmine Coin. Um, so far, BRC overall. So I don't think the halving is priced in to the crypto market. I think we still have a lot of room going forward, but we do need to see, and we have seen a little bit of a retracement, just not the level that we all expect. Like we expect it to surpass $2 trillion and then retrace a little bit from there, and then bounce off of maybe $2 trillion again. Um, and I don't plan on making any more investments into the crypto market. I have all the investments that I want. Um, Obviously, I would love to have everything else. I would love to have 2 million Jasmine. I would love to have, 2 million Grok or a bunch of Terra Luna Classic or, $20,000 worth of XRP. Would love to have it. However, I'm not buying any more right now. We got to about mid-April. So yeah, I don't think the prices or the having is priced in. Holy smokes, Batman, Jasmine, just keeps on trucking. I hear you. Yeah, it's closing in on 2 cents. Jasmine not stopping. Don't worry. I took profits and reinvested. Okay, you took profits and reinvested. Okay, great. What level did you take profits at? Because I was gonna say, I mean, you were up $100,000. That's huge. I would have definitely taken my initial investment and said, okay, we'll deal with this. I mean, it wasn't on any margin, 170. So you took 170, you know, $1,000 profit, Australian dollars profit. Wow. Well, good morning. What is a nice amount of Jasmine to have for a normal person? What do you mean a normal person? What's the ticker is Jasmine. The same thing as the title, JASME or a Y. Why did I say E? JASMY. E. I'm thinking Jasmine. Oh man. Thank you for that super chat. I'll wait until the Streamlabs read it. The most you can put away. What do you mean? How do I contact you, mate? How do you contact me? So you can try and contact me on Twitter. I have a lot of DMs that come through on Twitter, but you can try your luck there, or you can go over to Patreon if you.
Lucas Schrollenhagen donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Do you think Jasmy will continue to pump? Or just wait until after the sell-off to buy?
So give me 1 second. Yeah, you can reach out to me on Patreon if you join the Patreon, which the link is over on my YouTube channel. You can reach out to me as much as you want, and we can chat about things. Not like verbally. Verbally would be the one-on-ones that are set up through the Patreon. But if you want to just chat back and forth, you can easily sign up for Patreon, and that's an easy way to contact me. Do you think Jasmine will continue to pump? Yes, I do think it will continue to pump. I do see, pullbacks in the future, but right now, from what we're seeing within the market, it does say that it's a negative market, but it is actually, in fact, a positive market. So let me refresh this. Let me see if it'll adjust. So yeah, it is a positive market today, meaning that as long as we see this, the market positive, we will see Jasmine continue to play catch up with the market and continue to run with the market. Now, you do have a lot of hype and a lot of attention around it because you're seeing 1.6, $1.7 billion worth of volume, but eventually you will see a little bit of a pullback. And we've already seen, different levels of pullbacks. Like if we go over to TradingView, again, if you guys want to, check out my, indicator that I have on the screen, the HG Algo indicator. Feel free to click that link in the description for this indicator that shows you when to take profit and also when to dollar cost average in. Thank you for all of the gifts. I appreciate that. I got a hat. And thank you for the roses. Thank you for just all the gifts. I appreciate it a lot. Um, but yeah, if you want to check out the HG Algo indicator, feel free to check that out. It'll show you the dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out, whether we have bullish momentum and all that stuff. But we have seen a little bit of a pullback here where the only place to where they have the dollar cost average in, as you could see that, was this low level of a 1.3 cent price. It got all the way down to this point and then really pumped up. And it went from 1.7, 1.74 all the way down to the 1.3. So we're tracing quite a bit and then seeing that place to where you could dollar cost average in and then see that grow as things are absolutely taken off to another level. And not only did it get up to this level of 1.7, it also broke that level, pushed way past it and got to about 1.9, pushing the 2 cent price level, which would be fantastic for it to hit. I can't buy on Uphold. No, I don't think you can buy Jasmine on Uphold. You can buy it on Coinbase, on every other platform. You can buy it on Coinbase. You can buy it on Binance. You can buy it on Kraken. You can buy it on Crypto.com. You can buy it in MetaMask. You can buy it on Uniswap. You can buy it on all those places. There's a lot of places to purchase Jasmine coin, and that's why like we go over to like the markets for it, and you're seeing, $300 million is going through Binance. You're seeing $415 million is going through XT.com. $166 million is going through Coinbase. Bitrue has $98 million. Gate.io has $92 million, and so on and so forth. So much money is flowing into this play, and they believe in this play. It seems like every time the Japan market is open or is thriving, the U.S. market we're sleeping, right? We're not doing anything, and I'm sitting here watching it, and then obviously when the U.S. comes on, we're like, all right, well maybe we need to take profits, and it seems like we need to all get on the same page, guys. We have 194 people that are here. If you could hit the like button, get me up to I would imagine 100 likes is a great level to get to. I would appreciate it. But will it continue to pump? That was the question. I do believe that we will see a continuation of this pump. But would you wait until after a sell-off to buy? This is where it's difficult, right? I'm not going to tell anybody to buy, especially at peak points that we see now. But what I will do is if you don't have any Jasmine coin, then it's not a bad place to get your foot in the door. Not saying that you should spend all of your money on it, but you should try and wait for a pullback to go all in on it. And that's what I said yesterday. And what happened yesterday after it hit a higher level of 1.7 cents, it dropped all the way down to 1.3 cents. And then people saw that opportunity. They got back into that, bought into it, loved the position, and continued to thrive as the days or as the hours went on. Literally from that point, grew and didn't really look back. You saw it create this higher high. And I said within my live stream as well as within my videos that it looks like it broke that trend of a lower high and a lower low, and now you're seeing it with higher highs and higher lows, and that's exactly what it did. Created a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then you saw it kind of level out a little bit, and the consolidation potentially could lead to two different things, right? And we were just looking for that test, and it seemed to have had that test where it was a double touch point. Now that typically will signal bearish momentum. However, it did break through that point. So not only did it just break that point, it now created that higher high that you needed as well as that higher low that you needed. So now it continued that trend. So then it pushed it up to this level where it's at 19. So it showed everything that it needed to show, and it showed me what I needed to see. Again, it created that higher high, and you were like, all right, that's confirmed. Even though it's going to pull back a little bit, it's not going to pull back for long. And that's exactly what happened. It bounced off of this level and absolutely started skyrocketing during, what was it, 6? No, it's not the right time. I was going to say it was 6:45, but it's not 6:45 right now. That was a different time. I don't know what time they have there, but it should be like 5 o'clock. But thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. I have 1 million. Is that enough? Yeah, I believe 1 million Jasmine is enough. Absolutely. I have 1 million Jasmine. Guys, we have 213 people here. Make sure you hit the like button. If you guys want to sign up for Margex, feel free to sign up for Margex. The link to Margex is in the description, in the chat as well, where you can start trading on leverage. You can't trade Jasmine on this platform, and I wish they would add it. But if they had Jasmine on this platform, I would have probably been up, tens of thousands of dollars right now. I mean, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, just because I would have thrown a lot into Jasmine coin where it stood. It wasn't pulling back at those levels. It wasn't aggressively pulling back. And, I would have had so much within this play. I probably would have gone in with like maybe a 15x with $1,000 or something, but I didn't have the opportunity because Margex didn't offer it. But they do offer a lot of other projects if you guys want to trade. I'm trading XRP a lot, AVAX, Dogecoin, things of that nature. So go ahead and check that out. Let me scroll down. Damn, this was nice to wake up to. I've been stacking Jasmine for 2+ years. That's amazing. I made a nice profit on RNDR, set another buy price, but I can't see it drop that far. Good morning, Matt and fam. Like the late great McFadden, and Whitehead said, "Ain't no stopping us now." Very true. I'm up 280%. 280%, that's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. On what play? On Jasmine? No, you need another 5 million, bro. 40K Jasmine enough for a beginner? I think 40K Jasmine is okay. I mean, you're looking at gains. You're not looking for the same level of gains as everybody else. You don't need to see those gains, and I think that's where people make a mistake. Is they see other people making tens of thousands of dollars right now, and they're like, I should be making tens of thousands of dollars. You don't have to, right? As long as you're making the profit that you believe you should be making, continue to do that. Is people laughing? I don't understand what those things are. Typically, people are doing those things. Don't do anything. They're like emojis or whatever. They really don't do anything. But I guess I really don't know what they're supposed to do. Because we get the hundreds, we get the hearts, we get the laughing or whatever it is, smiles. Um, but yeah, 40K, depending on what you're trying to do with it, I mean, you're still going to gain the percentage gains that people have and the opportunities percentage wise to gain those things. But when it comes to like becoming a Jasmine millionaire or making hundreds of thousands of dollars, I would imagine that that's probably not going to be the case with 40K Jasmine. But it's still, you still have the opportunity to um, gain quite a bit from it. Where do you think it will go in the bull run? I'm looking for Jasmine at a level of $1 to $1.50. That's where I'm looking for it at. Um, and throughout that process, you'll see my different selling points that I do have, but looking for $1 to $1.50 with taking 100,000 Jasmine coin for profit in various stages. You bought at 50% of a penny, or you bought at three zeros, five for Jasmine? I was going to say two zeros, five, okay, because it never got to three zeros. It never got to 5% of a penny. It was, if it got to 5% of a penny, I would have a boatload right now. I mean, probably like a billion. No, I wouldn't have that much. Um, because of you, I bought Jasmine a long time ago. That's great to hear. I don't want to hear that it was just because of me. I want to hear that I opened the door, and maybe that was the case, and maybe that's just a short way of saying it. That I opened the door for you, and you decided to walk through it. $1, I will send you 20K. If it gets to $1, you will send me 20K, $20,000. I'll hold you to it. Don't say that. Maybe it's possible for 40K Jasmine. I mean, it's not impossible. I have 500K. Hope we hit 25 cents. Matt, Jasmine is connected to Kudos. They are building a supercomputer viral machine network. The executives went to both projects. Interesting. I didn't know that. I'll take your word for it. I got 100K for now. I'm 700 euro. Good morning, Matt. You keep smiling, bro. Jasmine, going to the moon. Let's go. Absolutely. Thanks for the vids. Wait, let me go ahead and add my shopping. I forgot to add that. Jasmine. If you guys want to pick up a Jasmine t-shirt, this Jasmine t-shirt that I got on right now, it's over in my merch store. You can also get the hoodie if you want to. The hoodie is more expensive. It is a premium pullover hoodie, so it is a little bit more expensive than the t-shirt, but feel free to check that out. The link to the merch should be somewhere on YouTube or on the YouTube video. It should be below it. If you probably have to refresh it. Matt, what do you know about Monique Parker? Thanks for putting your time and energy talking about Jasmine. I know nothing about Monique Parker. Um, I I saw a Monique stand-up special. I don't know anything about that. I bought some GRT today. Would like your thoughts on it. I like GRT. I have GRT. I don't have a crazy amount. I have a very small amount. But I did buy some GRT. I believe that was in my Kraken portfolio. Um, Share my stream on X feed. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. We got 9 people that are watching over on X. We also have 23 people that are watching on Rumble. Feel free to hit that like button on Rumble. Also, chat if you guys have anything to say. Feel free to put something there. But let's see. If you only had $1,000 to spend, would you spend it all on Jasmy Coin? If I had no money or nothing invested into cryptocurrency or nothing invested in the Jasmy, let's say, I would try and put my foot in the door. What I typically do with a lot of these plays is I'll either go 25%, then see it drop another 25%, then see it drop again, and I'll go all in. I'll put the 50% left that I have to put on it. So if I am looking to invest my $1,000 into Jasmy alone and I don't have any, then that would be the process because I'm always trying to find, I want to get my foot in the door and I want to have something, right? So obviously $1,000 won't get you a crazy amount, but it will give you the opportunity to be a part of it. But there's so many opportunities out there that haven't really exploded yet that I feel as though you can end up gaining quite a bit when it does, right? I think Anchor's a great play. I think that Compound's a great play. I think Harvest Finance is a fantastic play. Teller still hasn't fully exploded. It already has gone to about $600 and showed a little glimpse of where it can go. But yeah, there's that. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities. Thank you for subscribing, Outlaw. And thank you for following Crypto 2024 or 2004. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Are you
Lucas
a swing trading?
Schrollenhagen donated $4.99 through Super Chat. What do you predict for Crow in the upcoming bull run?
So for CRO, as you know, it's one of my bigger plays. I really like CRO. Everything that they offer on crypto.com and utilize CRO with it is just fantastic. So I would definitely say that my level for CRO is up in like the $3 range or $3 to $4 range for a kind of peak point there. But then when you start factoring maybe some more usability to it and more popularity with the position, I think you could see a little bit more. But we're looking for like, you know, a 75 to $100 billion market cap for that play, you know, connected to multiple $1 billion exchange. And so a dollar, it will fly past a dollar. I truly believe that. That's a $25 billion market cap. I believe it can go so much further than that. And I think that CRO will be worth a hell of a lot. I have about 100,000. I think it's 90, 95-ish thousand. I buy $10 worth of CRO every single day. And that's over on Coinbase. But then I have my staked CRO over on crypto.com for the Jade Green card. And then I also have like 30,000 or something that's sitting over there, and maybe even a little bit more than that. Yeah, 30,000 that's sitting in an open wallet, and then I have like 30,000 that's sitting in a the DeFi wallet. So CRO, fantastic play. I'm a big fan of it. Thank you for following, Philip Patrick. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat as well, Luca Rollenhagen. Rollenhagen. Am I saying that right? I got in around 0.007, so a bit late, but $1,000 put me in a decent position for Jasmy. Absolutely. You got in at 70% of a penny. That's not ridiculously late at all. Anything below a penny, I think, is absolutely perfect. You can obviously find some a decent amount of gains here at these levels, but again, what I like to see is retracements, right? And if you see those retracements, that means that you have buy-in points. And it had one decent sized retracement so far, and I think we're looking for that larger one, right? When we see it closer and closer to 2 cents, we will see maybe a little bit of a retracement there. And hopefully it just skyrockets past it because a lot of crypto doesn't hold resistances or supports well. They tend to break through them very, very easily, which is crazy to me. And it's because it doesn't have the manipulation of institutional investments right now. So it has regular day traders and swing traders and long-term investors into it, but they're also basing it off of prices rather than indicators. There's a lot of when you look at the stock market, right? When you look at the stock market, there's a lot of institutional investors and traders that know how to kind of play this and go, okay, the 200 EMA is a significant point. We're going to sell at that point, or we're going to buy at that point. And when they do it, they create the strength to where now everybody else reacts off of it. However, Jasmy Coin doesn't have that. We just have retail investors, some institutional investors as well, and into that, but not 70% like the stock market. So you're never going to see crypto that acts just like the stock market and bounces off of these supports and resistances that they should have. They base it off of prices. And as it gets closer to that price, they sell before that price. So you never really see it bounce at that price specifically. Like you'll never see it bounce at $2. You'll never see it bounce at, whatever the price is at a low. Or you'll never see it pull back exactly at that price. Dogecoin pulled back from 76 cents because people were like, that's enough. I don't need any more. I made so much money from this. I don't need any more. Now we will see Dogecoin up at those levels, but that's just how the markets go. Now, right now, if we look at Jasmy Coin, we have 323 people here just to give you an update on where it is. It's currently sitting at 1.7, almost 1.8 cents, and we're seeing a $872 million market cap. The volume to market cap ratio is about 200%. The popularity for Jasmy Coin is insane right now. Almost $1.7 billion worth of volume for Jasmy Coin. You have to understand what that means. You have to understand where that stands. We're currently at on the first page. We are ranked in the top 100 on CoinMarketCap. So if we go back to CoinMarketCap, the overall look, we're up 1.4% overall. Bitcoin's dominance is slightly decreasing. But if we go and look at the last 24 hours, what's moving the most within the top 100, you're going to see Jasmy Coin that is now within the top 100 and moving accordingly. It's up 42% overall. If we try and sort this by volume, we're going to see that Jasmy Coin ranks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th. It ranks in the top 10 when it comes to volume over XRP, over WorldCoin, over Polygon, over Cardano, over Avalanche, like over all of these different plays. Like this means way more than what people think, and why people are like, oh well, it's not going to explode, it's not going to go to certain levels or whatever. You got to understand the dynamic. Everything within this within the top 10, right? You're looking at multiple billions of dollars worth of a market cap. The lowest one is First Digital USD, which is a stable coin, right? Everything else you're seeing 97 billion, 1 trillion, 359 billion, 29 or 28 billion, and you have 46 billion. You have less than $1 billion for Jasmy Coin. You have $1 billion for WorldCoin, and you have XRP that's up there at 29 or 30 billion. Like this means way more than people think, and I think they're kind of overlooking the fact that it has $1.7 billion worth of volume. It's crazy. Jasmy to be removed from Binance's innovation zone within days, says sources. Well, yeah, I don't think they were supposed to be there to begin with. I think they just had some sort of algorithm that put them there, and there was no addressing of why they're there, because they've always seen a crazy amount of volume compared to their market cap. Volume to market cap ratio for Jasmy Coin has always been insane. Has always been at a level of at least 10%, if not 30%. And right now we're looking at a volume to market cap ratio of 193%. So it's bigger than you think. And I think this overall volume should not go unnoticed. And I'm excited for where Jasmy will be and the gains that people will receive. And it as we see things that thrive, as we see it move, like I said, my first level of selling is 5 cents, but if it finds a way to surpass that and looks like it's kind of gearing up to push up to 10 cents or higher, absolutely, I'll wait it out. I'll wait it out a little bit so that I don't have to. And then what I'll do is, as it does pass it, I'll set myself a stop loss. So if it comes back below 5 cents, yeah, I'll sell. Or if it comes back to 5 cents after breaking through it, I will sell at 5 cents. Is it the correct time to enter in the market, or wait for more of a correction to be expected? So there's a lot of opportunities that are still at a low point. XRP is still at a low point. You can still see AVAX that's at a lower point. It's not at the lowest point. You have ADA that's still at a low point compared to the high. It's just you don't want to go all in on investments because we're currently very close to a $2 trillion market cap. But yeah. Good morning. Good morning, user 3662664042.
Joey Rez donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Morning, Matt. Hit the like, thumbs up, medium light skin tone button.
Thank you, Joey Rez, for the super chat. I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot. And also, good morning to you as well. Good morning to everybody that's here. We got 400 people that are here. Make sure you guys take the time out of your day to hit that like button. Get me to 250 likes would be the range, the level that I want to get to. So please feel free to do that. ADA is a good one to get in on. I think ADA is not bad at all. Thank you for following Tracy Johnson. And user 38. I don't want to read all of it, but thank you for following. Good Cause Products. Thank you for following as well. I smashed the like button. I smashed my ex. Yeah, a little weird of a statement there, but I appreciate you hitting the like button. I need some Jasmine, please. I mean, I'm not giving away Jasmine, but yeah. Jasmine is safe on Binance. You don't need to do anything. Yeah, I mean, you look at the volume. This is what's crazy. People need to understand that this level of volume does not go unnoticed by Binance, right? $324 million worth of volume just in Binance alone. Yeah, there's no way it's being, in any case, delisted in any way, right? It makes no sense whatsoever. If you're like, hey, you know what? I don't want millions of dollars. I don't want your percentages that you take. I think they gain 0.1%. Let me go back here. I think they gain, what do they have? 324 million. And you're talking about that multiplied by 0.1%. Is that 0.1% or just 0.1? I don't remember. 0.1 is 0.1%, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's that. I may be wrong. But what you're looking at, it's not 1%. They're not going to get 1%. What you're seeing is about, what, $324,000 worth of that? I feel like it should be more. But I guess that's right. But that's a lot of money that you're gaining in fees by seeing those trades. Do you think CRO coin will go back up? Yeah, absolutely. It will take its time, right? It's struggling right now. And I think things that are struggling, I mentioned this yesterday, things that are struggling, you got to understand that they will have a comeback, and that comeback will be stronger than ever. But guys, if you want to get yourself a shirt, we have 403 people on YouTube. So if you guys want to get yourself one of these shirts here, the Jasmine Coin shirts, feel free to check out the link down below for my shopping, whatever it is. I don't know what to call it. My merch. It's like a shopping section. So once you join the live stream, I think it shows you the merchandise. I joined the live stream. What did I miss? I mean, Jasmine Coin looks phenomenal today. That's all you really missed. Currently looking at it at a 1.66 billion volume day. Has been absolutely fantastic. Someone asked me for my top three plays. I think we got super chats that are going to come through. Somebody asked me for my top three plays, and it would have to be, not CRO. Well, CRO is the top play there. Then you have XRP, and then I have to put Jasmine up there now. I mean, it's my.
Lucas Schrollenhagen donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Can you rank Jasmine, Crow, and Luna for the bull run?
Can I rank Jasmine, Crow, and Luna for the bull run? I think Luna will find a way to hit a 50 or 60 billion dollar market cap. Can I rank them? I don't know where they will be ranked in the top like 100, but I know they will be there. CRO, I'm seeing that at like a $75 billion market cap, and then Jasmine, I'm looking for that to push, a 50 or $75 billion market cap as well. So seeing those levels that those get to, I would probably have to say if I was to rank those and put those in order, I would say right now, I want to see so much more with CRO. I want to see it go a lot further than just a penny, but I would gain a hell of a lot up to those levels. But I would have to rank it CRO first. I would have to go Jasmine would have to be second now, with the movement and the use, the community, all of that. And then Terra Luna Classic is right behind it. And they're not too far apart. It's like when you say like what's my favorite food, and you go, I love Chinese food, I love pizza, I love whatever, and you're like those foods that you have there are not far apart, right? There's days where you will crave Chinese food over pizza, or there's ways that you will or days that you will have pizza over this or whatever. It's like very,
Silsila
very close.
Zadran donated $1.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you for that super chat. So first of all, Luca Roland Hagen, thank you for the super chat, and also, I don't know how to say your name, but thank you for it said it. I'm sure it didn't say it right. Um, Thank you for the super chat, Cecilia. Am I saying it? Probably not. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. What do you think about Shiba Inu? Will it ever go up? Yes, I do think Shiba Inu it still has 1.4 million holders. Understand the strength that's behind that 1.4 million holders. So it will, it will go up quite a bit. Stellar XLM, $10,000 X Boys. Interesting. What are your thoughts on Aurora Coin? I haven't ever looked into it. ICP, ICX, CRO, thoughts on my portfolio. I mean, your portfolio, the reason why you build up your portfolio is because you see success within those positions. I could tell you there's some plays that are in there. If you're talking about Render's a great play. CRO is a great play. ICP, I think, is a great play. You have to understand that they have an unlimited dilution. But it depends what your bigger players are and what your strategy is. But it seems like a well put together portfolio. Is that all that you have, or are those just the major plays? Thank you for following, Petra. Now all big YouTubers started to talk about Jasmine, but they never talked about it before. Yeah, I mean yeah, I agree with that. You're not talking about me, are you? You're not saying like, oh, I'm a big YouTuber and I'm talking about Jasmine now, and I shouldn't be talking about Jasmine. Or are you saying that you're actually seeing a lot of people talk about Jasmine and they don't even have it? Yeah, I've seen that. But it's okay to talk about something. I generally like to talk about a play that I have. And that's why anytime that I'll aggressively make a bunch of videos about things is something that I have, that I believe in. And if I talk about how this is going to run to a certain level and I don't have any Jasmine, that makes no sense whatsoever. And there's other people that really don't understand Jasmine at all. And they're saying, oh, well, this can get back to $4. And they're not understanding the dilution portion of it, and they're making that mistake, and they're just jumping into something that they don't freaking understand. So I'm hearing this where they're like, oh, well, the highest point was $4 or $5, and if you're looking at that, that's a 500x. Of course it is, but do you know what the market cap would be if it does get to that point? It would be a $250 billion market cap. So if you're saying that this can get to a $250 billion market cap out of nowhere, and now you're saying it could also get to $17 because it got to $4 before, you're out of your mind. Like, understand where we are. And yes, there is a possibility of that happening. I'm not completely counting it out, but know that that is a slim chance to that possibility happening, right? Unless Jasmine comes out with something that's just completely, absolutely life changing, and everybody decides to get on it, like the popularity builds, like it was Dogecoin when that first started running, where you saw tens of billions of dollars worth of volume. Then you can understand how that can push. But these people don't understand. They don't understand Jasmine at all. If you're outside, if you've been outside the community and all of a sudden you're coming back in because you see maybe me making a video and it gets the traction that you want with your videos, you're like, oh, maybe I should talk about it. But I'm not upset with anybody talking about it. I just want you to understand where it is and what it is before you start opening your mouth about it. Like, don't come on here and go, oh, well, it got to this, or it was at this price before. The high point was at this price. It's like, please just look at the information. I sold my Doge. He can't tell you what to do. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what to do, whether you're going to sell or something. Do you mean short when the bear market starts sometime? Do I mean short? I've shorted Jasmine from uh with a 2x leverage. Should I wait, should I do, brother? Please tell me. Should you short it? Should you short Jasmine? I mean, that you might have an well, you can't have an unlimited loss. I mean, unless depending where you're leverage trading it. But yeah, I wouldn't short this play with an unknown, future above it. But then you could obviously see a limited amount that it could lose, or a limited amount that you could gain. So I wouldn't. That's like trying to short AMC while it had 100% short interest. Like that's not something you do. I mean, some people do it. Hedge funds do it. How dare you start to move up? Uh, I dare. What are you talking about? Um, how you think those? I tend to read things the wrong way. How you think those Elon Musk coins are going to do this year? Doge, Grok, Doge on Mars. I don't know about Doge on Mars, but Grok I think is going to be big. Doge I think is going to be even bigger than where it was before, market cap wise as well as price wise. I think Doge is going to find a way to hit that $1 mark, but will resist from that $1 mark. I think it will get to 100 plus, 140 plus billion-dollar market cap. I truly believe that. And yeah, I think there's a lot of people that question that, but I think it's a huge um, um, it's a large mindset to have. There's a lot of super chats coming through. Large mindset to have to see that push to a ridiculous level like 100 plus billion-dollar market cap. But um, understand that that is the original meme coin. I'll let all of these super chats come through text to speech, and then we'll get through them. Um, I still got Doge. Also, I've got 8 different cryptos. Don't want all my eggs in one basket. I hear you. I have a lot of different cryptocurrencies. As you can see from my assets, if we refresh this, you're going to see I have now $50,000 in my Coinbase alone.
Frankie G donated $9.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you for that super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot, actually. So thank you for taking the
Lucas
time out of your day to
Schoenhagen
do that.
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Can you explaining the Jasmine lockup?
So there's a lot. There's another super chat that's going to come through, but the Jasmine lockup is kind of difficult to fully explain because they don't have a full breakdown or details as to how it's fully going to be locked up. But we do have an understanding to the initial piece of it, having 100 million coins that are going to be locked up, which is not a lot, but leading up to more and more that could be locked up. So It's not for me. I don't have a
Amigo Mio donated $2 through
sorry.
Super Chat. Do you think SWFT will make a similar run to JASMY? Daydate Olive donated £1 and 99 pence through Super Chat. Hi Matthew, what's your thoughts on Gala, Milday?
I wish I can like put a space in between them so I can answer them. But when it comes to the Jasmine lockup, there's no like full explanation as to exactly how they do get locked up. We have the initial amount that's going to be locked up, and then the extended amounts that are going to be locked up overall. So it should be a minimum of 100 million, but then we can get to a level where we could see multiple billions that are going to be locked up potentially. I treat it as if it's kind of like a staking situation where it's going to be locked up for a while. When you stake your position with a certain project, you would end up being able to see that removed from the circulating supply. And that's kind of how I look at it, but it's not a given on exactly how much is going to be locked up. That's where I'm not kind of banking on exactly that. So it could be a $50 billion market cap overall for a $1 price, or it could be a $25 billion market cap, depending on what the levels the lockup actually reaches. Typically, when you see staking, it's around 10 to 20%. In some cases, it's more than that, but let's hope that we could see the 20% range or even more, because that would be insane to see. That would be about 10 billion that we could lock up. Do you see Swift making a similar run to Jasmy Coin? Wasn't Swift isn't Swift worth, or was it worth more than Jasmy? Let's go back here, duplicate. I think W I I thought it was for some reason, but I don't even see the coin. Is this it? I don't know. I would probably say no. Is it gonna have the similar run? I would probably say no. Are you talking about? I thought Swift was. I don't know. I'm confused. So I would say no. I don't think that that's the case. I think Jasmine is gonna have a run like no other cryptocurrency. It's a diamond in the rough. What's your thoughts on Gala? Um, Gala is, and you're saying Milady, or I don't know what that other position is, but I would say Gala. I'm a big fan of. I hold Gala. I hold about $300 worth of Gala, but it is version one because I couldn't trade it off of Coinbase at that time. So I have my assets that are sitting over here, and you're going to see Gala that's sitting at about $278, version one that I can't move. I can't do anything with. And eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to move it. It's 10,000 Gala, which I think will be worth a lot, but it's just, I can't move it. I can't do anything with it. So I do like Gala. I think it will be sort of the future of gaming as well, and we will see a big deal with that, or that will be a big deal. What are your thoughts on Mass, bro? You need to up your H bar holdings. Yeah, I'm not. So I'm okay with H bar. I don't have a lot of H bar. I like what they're doing, but also I haven't looked into it heavily. I'm up $117 on this play. And since I'm up so much, I never wanted to make another investment because I only invested like $100 into it. So if I invest $100 into it and gain $117 on H bar, it's like, I doubled my investment. Why decide to go all in on a play that I already doubled my investment on? I should have bought more at that time and I could have made so much more. Um, so it's I don't know. I'm on the fence of investing more into it. Um, but I don't want to buy any more cryptocurrency because I have a lot of cryptocurrency. I have, 17,000 that's in Jasmy coin. up $13,396 on that play. I have about 12,000 in XRP. I have a decent amount in Krill, Harvest Finance, Bitcoin, Cardano. I have a lot of different plays that are over $1,000 that I'm holding, um, and certain plays that are making decent moves outside of that. But then I also have things that are outside of here, where I have CRO that's over on crypto.com and on various platforms. I also have Solana that's over in my Coinbase wallet, and Grok and all of that. So I have a lot of money invested into crypto. So I don't really want to buy any more. What about taxes? We got 446 people that are here. If you can get me up to 300 likes, I would appreciate it. So take the time out of your day, maybe a couple of seconds, and just hit that like button. Would love to do that. The graph is doing $10 this bull cycle. You're saying Jasmine is going to $10, or you're talking about something else? And still around 25 cents. And Bobby, yeah, I sold in 22, bought back in October 23 at 14% of a penny. For what? Are there any other alternative apps or sites to purchase crypto for Binance? For Binance cannot be accessed in Canada. So for Jasmine or for cryptocurrency overall? I think you can utilize Margex if you wanted to, but this is a place to where you leverage trade. So it's a leverage trading platform where you can trade a lot of different cryptocurrencies, and I believe it is available in Canada as well. But you can also utilize, I'm pretty sure you can use Coinbase. Pretty sure, not 100%, but I'm pretty sure you can use Coinbase. 12K in XRP. May God be with you. I mean, are you saying that it's not going to be worth anything? Hey, sorry, Matt, for the confusion. Yes, my question was about Swift Coin. So, uh, Swift Coin? Swift. So this play, do I think that this is going to be worth what Jasmine Coin is? Um, So there's 40% of the supply that's out there, 36% volume market cap ratio, which is good. That's not bad at all. It shows the level of popularity. It is available on Coinbase. Could be something that does take off. What's um, the history to that? It has been to 8 cents worth of a price. Let's look at the market cap. The market cap was pretty high at a $62 million market cap.
Crypto Queen donated $9.99 through Super Chat.
Thank you, Crypto Queen, for that super chat. I appreciate that a lot.
Lucas Schrollenhagen donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Do you think people under or overestimating how much the halving will affect Bitcoin's price?
I think a lot of people are underestimating the amount of effect that the Bitcoin halving will have. I truly believe that the Bitcoin halving will have a major impact on the overall market. And they think that, oh, we're going to see major dives. Understand that as the days go on, Bitcoin gets stronger and stronger. Does the market get that strong? Not really, but Bitcoin does get stronger and stronger, meaning that people are going to see more consistent gains. And as they see those consistent gains, they're going to reinvest those into some of the altcoins. So I think they're underestimating the amount of strength that this will have with all of the different pieces that are in place. The ETFs are a huge deal, and they create consistency because traditionalists are now getting into the market heavily. And when they get into this market heavily, you start seeing movement that looks like this rather than movement that looks like this and then dives back down and then increases back up. Like, it doesn't go like that. It goes like this, right? It starts to look like that, kind of like an ETF or kind of like the stock market, honestly. And I think people are underestimating the amount of an effect that the Bitcoin having will have on it, because some people are like, hey, it's only going to get to a certain market cap. It's only going to get to, let me close this real quick. They're saying that it's only going to get to a certain market cap. So like a, $5 trillion market cap or something like that. And I believe it will get to a 10, trillion-dollar market cap and even push further than that. Just looking at things like Bitcoin and XRP and a lot of things that will lead the market. Hopefully my camera doesn't turn off because it's kind of hot down here. And typically when the camera gets like really hot, gets overheated, then it shuts off. But I can always turn it back on. It just will take a little bit of time to come back. Let me turn off this heat. Because right now it is, yeah, it's ridiculously hot. Why does it need to be 72 degrees in here? How do I buy more coins that aren't available on Coinbase or Gemini? You can get on a different platform, or you can just open up a wallet and purchase those on the blockchain themselves. So thank you for those super chats. I appreciate it. Also, what if Swift? What if Swift coin is about an AI coin? Mask is a good AI coin to get into. Trust me. This market is all about ETH and ETH coins. XRP might not be a good play until the lawsuit and an ETF. So I agree that XRP needs clarity in order to be successful. It truly does. I truly believe that. Super chats are what? So I'm on YouTube and it's a donation basically. Um, but I agree with you. XRP may be difficult to see any success in right now for you or for most people, because of the fact that you have the lawsuit, you don't really have clarity. But getting back into Swift coin, I just wanted to look at that because you're currently seeing this at a $62 million market cap. It is available on an S tier exchange, which is big to me. That means the world, meaning that you have the opportunity to gain so much with it. Currently, it's sitting at 36% volume to market cap ratio, meaning that it could have a extended amount of popularity. Currently at an $11 million market cap. And it has 4 billion. Yeah, wait, what is that? 4 billion? Yeah, 4 billion total coins that's out there. If it finds a way to get to a $4 billion market cap, you would end up gaining a lot from where it is now at, 28% of a penny. So it's very, very interesting. It's a very interesting chart also in how far this has gone, right? $31 million market cap. I don't really know if you've had the level of dilution in here, but this might be pretty interesting. I might have to look at this a lot closer because it could be that. And I wanted to say in the beginning that no, this might not be the something that moves just like Jasmy coin. But it does look very, very interesting overall. Yes, it has had dilution throughout this process, which you will see in a normal position. But right now, it doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible at all. But I would need to get an understanding of the different pieces and what it is, what it does. So I'll take a closer look at that. I'll add that to my watch list to take a closer look because it is available on Coinbase. I don't want to sit here and just buy a new project now because it's available on Coinbase and it's currently at an $11 million market cap and could be worth so much more based on the volume to market cap ratio. So I'll have to look at that a lot closer, but it looks like something that may have an opportunity. When do you think Jasmine will drop to get in? So it already has had a drop. I think we will see it find a way to approach, the level of 2 cents, hopefully surpass the level of 2 cents. Um, but yeah, if I look at all history, let's look at all history, not all history, let's look at last year. Or you know what? Let's look at the last month just to get a better picture. It hasn't really had a major retracement yet. The only retracement it had was down to here. So um, I would probably say once we see it closer and closer to this level of 2 cents, um, which it is very close at 1.9 cents, we could see this pull back to some of these levels here. We want to see it drop back down to that level from here. That would be a solid retracement, but it's not confirmed because Jasmy Coin is receiving a lot of volume right now. Is Jasmy a good investment? I think it's a great investment, but you got to make sure that you're investing at the right time. XRP does have legal clarity and is the only coin that does. The appeal isn't about XRP being a security on the secondary market. XRP will moon. Everyone has uh, capitulated. Capitulated. I don't know what that is. But anyways, I sort of agree with you. So it does have legal clarity right now, but the appeal that they could put in place. So as we go through the lawsuit right now and as we go through the final stages of it, we get to a final decision. Their appeal can be on absolutely everything besides the charges that are dropped. So their appeal can be on what the decision was for XRP being labeled as a security or not, and that can go back into a major fight. And then you can also have the overall appeal to selling unregistered securities and being able to find them depending on what the win is, because you know that Ripple is going to have a win in this final decision. It's just whether you will get a reconsideration of what happened with XRP being labeled as a security or not. So I still believe that you 100% have full clarity, but I just don't want them to appeal it. Add mask to your watch list. I don't know what that is. Like MetaMask. SCI make me crazy. 90 cents. I have POS. Matthew, look at AMP. Brad's dumping on you, XRP. I'm long since 50% of a penny on Jasmy with 25x. 4,000%. Is that what you're saying? 4,000 plus percent for worth of a gain. You've been leverage trading. Matt, how come you didn't get into AGIX? Just didn't see the. It's not that I don't see the opportunity. It's that I saw the gains and I was like, I don't want to be a part of something that may end up decreasing, because I feel like AI, right, is going to be big within this bull run. So a lot of the top plays you want to be involved in. And I'm not involved in any. I'm involved in GRT, a very small amount. But I feel as though you need to be involved into something within the top AI plays, because they're going to make an impact, sort of like what the metaverse market did during the last bull run. So AMP is having a run, is it? Let's check it out. Saying, look at AMP. What's going on with AMP? AMP is up by 29%. It's up to 54% of a penny. And, the one thing that I don't like with AMP, and I didn't like from the beginning, I had AMP while it was at a lower market cap or lower supply, was the fact that it has so much supply that's left to introduce. Right now, it can dilute itself 1 times over. And 1.5 times over, honestly. And that's not a good situation if you're not looking for dilution. So that's a main problem for me. But it's currently at a $218 million market cap, and it is up 23%. So yes, it is making a move, and that's great to see. But yeah, I look at AMP and I'm always like, the dilution, it kills me. Yes, it does have 100 billion coins available, but like getting to some of these levels, until it's fully diluted, I can't say that I would make a move into AMP. I want to see it fully diluted, which I don't know the process of fully diluting it, but that there's a lot left on the table. And I wouldn't I wouldn't get into an investment knowing that they could possibly take half of what I have there just by adding more supply. Matt, were you in crypto in 2021? Yes, I was. I held AMP in 2021. What do you think, Jasmine? Wait, what do you think Jasmine will pump further or will it dump from here? Uh, I honestly think that with the level of volume that we're seeing here and the way the market is trending right now, that we will see Jasmine coin continue to grow up, continue to blow up, and I was going to say glow up, but I said grow up. Continue to glow up and see it make a decent move, right? But then we will see a retracement at some point. We just don't know exactly where that retracement is. I kind of look at it as similar to what Caspa did when it went from 5 cents up to like 15 cents, and throughout that process, it it took like forever for it to get to those levels. And I wanted to look at all history, but yeah, it took forever to get to these levels, and then we finally seen that pullback at a level of 15 cents, and it got all the way down to 10 cents. The issue is that where this is happening, we may be seeing more overall positivity, meaning that Jasmine coin might not see as much of a pullback because this pullback was the reason why we saw this pullback was not because of Caspa. It was because of the entire market and why the market really started to come back. Um, so I wanted to compare maybe a little bit with Bitcoin. And when Bitcoin really started to retrace, you saw, Caspa really hit these low levels of less than 10 cents. And now all of a sudden back up these levels at 17 cents. Um, Thank you for following. All the people that followed, I appreciate you guys for following. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch me as well. Mask coin. All right, I'll take a look at it, but I'll do it. I don't know what it's standing at when it comes to price wise. So is it Mask Network, which is sitting at a $419 million market cap? Is that it? 130% volume market cap ratio. Ooh, 130% volume to market cap ratio. Is that it? How's Smog doing? I heard it was doing pretty good. Um, they wanted me to do an update video, so yeah, I feel like I think it's doing pretty good. I'll have to I'll have to give you a look. I believe I'm going to post a video about it tomorrow to do an update on where Smog is and what's going on. So um, make sure you check that out. Um, but Mask, where it currently stands, is at a $417 million market cap with $537 million worth of volume. Again, volume to market cap ratio, fantastic for this play. 130%, 96% of the supply that's out there, 96 million coins in supply, meaning that it has a lot of room for growth price wise. And seeing this double would be $8 price, getting to a $16
Lucas
price,
Schoenhagen
$32
donated
price.
$4.99 through Super Chat. I took out a loan on my rental property to buy Crow and I am not sure if I can wait until the bull run. Is it over for me?
You took out a loan to buy CRO. So I realize that there's this is where it will get super difficult, right? A lot of people want to utilize other people's money to make money, and taking that risk is um, is something that's not foreign to me. I try and take as many risks as possible. I just will never um, I will never do that, right? Going to the banks in order to do that. Yeah, I don't know how much you ended up taking out. Hopefully, it wasn't the full value of your rental property. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's over for you. I don't think you need to wait until like I don't think you need to wait until 2025. I think if you're talking about like you can't wait like a couple of months, then yeah, I wouldn't risk it and not see CRO move because I'm not looking at a time frame that's like right now. I'm looking at a time frame for months for CRO. Eventually it will absolutely explode and you won't expect it. You won't see it coming. But I never suggest anybody take out another mortgage or a loan in order to buy cryptocurrency or any type of an investment. Don't be taking out loans to buy crypto, says uh, Doctor or Doc Octo. Yeah, I agree. You shouldn't be taking out loans to buy cryptocurrency. It is a large risk, and usually these big risks end up paying off for a lot of people. Like, look at the Dogecoin millionaire putting $180,000, and he took out a loan to do so. He put all his life savings plus a loan in there, and he ended up, getting the chance to make millions of dollars. He obviously kind of squandered that chance a little bit, but I think he's still sitting at like $500,000. So, but this is like many years later. Took out a loan for CRO. I feel like it's gonna go up a minute. It's risky. Yeah. So the crazy thing is, whenever you decide to give up on that play, that's when it will decide to blow up. That's how it always works for me. Whenever you decide to give up on that play, that's when it absolutely um, takes off. And I've seen that in the past, and I don't let that happen. And I make sure I invest for whatever my plan is. I invest for that plan. Is there a correction for in Jasmine? There's not a correction right now. I took 85% line of credit. Holy cow. How much are you paying? Like, you can't afford the payments on that? Because I feel like CRO is going to take off, but I never tell anybody to, take out a loan. She's blowing up now. AMP is blowing up now. That's great. I mean, it was up 24%. It's up 24, 20, 27%. Is that what it just was? So yeah, it did increase. Let's go and look at Jasmine Coin again, see where that is. Hopefully that has taken off to 80 or 1.8. It's at 1.79 cents, and it's up 44%. Again, 660. Um, sorry, not 660. 1.6 billion, 1.66. I don't know why I said, well, it's 660 million over the billion, but $1.66 billion. You can tell that I'm a little bit tired here. That happened to me with ICP, so I'll not let that happen again. I hear you. CRO is not a deal breaker. I'd rather gradually increase than a skyrocket up. For CRO, CRO needs to see that godlike candle that it hasn't seen in a very, very long time. But it needs it always has a level of stability because of the amount of people that stake it. But it just doesn't see the level of volume. If we get one day to where we see $1 billion worth of volume in CRO, it's over. Like, things are absolutely taking off because of the level of strength that we have from just the holders. It'll be insane. How much did you invest into Jasmy? I invested $4,000 into Jasmy, and right now I'm up. Let me readjust this. I invested $4,000 into Jasmy, and right now I am up $13,846. So I invested $4,000 into it at a level of 40% of a penny. What do you think about Telcoin? I mean, I've looked at it a couple of times. It seems like a good project, but it just doesn't really have, from what I've seen, like, a major amount of like popularity. Um, I'm wrong. Maybe does have some popularity, but it's just not like blaring. Like, it's not out in the open. That last God candle in CRO was in 2021. Yeah, we haven't had that in a while. We need one of those God candles. Um, New follower, bro. Love the transparency. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I try to be as transparent as possible. How about ICP? ICP is a good play. I just don't like the unlimited dilution that comes with it. But it's not confirmed that they will always have unlimited dilution. It's just once before ICP had a lesser supply than Ethereum, but now it has like 5 times the supply. Do we see a drop? I want to buy Jasmy. Someone please guide me. I do think we see a drop at some point, but it depends how the market continues to go. Because if the market continues this way, we may see Jasmy just continue to run. That's 200 million. Wait, that 200 million will be 500 million at 4 cents on Jasmy. Kind of scary. I have 10,000 Jasmy. Hopefully you see the gains that you want to see. Crow owns a stadium. It's definitely going to be, it's going to pump. uh, be water, my friends. What does that mean? I've been buying CRO for 13 months now, and with what I can spare, an average of 100 euros per month, and sometimes more. So yeah, typically right now I'm doing a whole challenge to where um, I'm buying $10 worth of CRO every single day. And currently I'm up to, I think it's day 27. I'm pretty sure it's like day 27. Day 28. Day 28 of buying CRO, 100, or sorry, $10 a day. And that's over on Coinbase. I do have a lot over on crypto.com as well as a lot in the DeFi wallet. But yeah, that's the plan. How's your day trading going? Day trading for what? I haven't actually day traded in the stock market for a long period of time. I've been um, swing trading over in Margex. I've been utilizing Margex, and right now I've been positive on different plays. This play I've already for BTC I've already taken my initial investment plus $100 profit. I'm up 96% here. I'm up 86% or 87% here, 77%, and I'm trading with no more than a 10x leverage. I have lost on a couple of plays that I put out there that was like $25 that I tried to put in for a 20x leverage and a 100x leverage. That just didn't work out. I thought we were at the bottom, but there's a very small margin, a small window for error when it comes to leverage trading with that much. If you leverage trade with 100x, you have no room and you will be liquidated very fast because it only takes the position that you put in there. So if you put $25 in there, that $25 can be liquidated very, very quickly. If you do it at a 5x or 10x, you have a lot of room so that it can bounce, it can fall down and it can bounce back and you can end up gaining a lot more. So leverage trading has been going great. Overall, I've been positive. I'm just trying to collect as much as I can with XRP in different plays. So like I'll invest, like when you leverage, let's say XRP, if I leverage my XRP, I can now take that XRP and for some reason I was thinking about like Harper should be awake right now, but I don't think she is. But if I would leverage the XRP, I can now trade whatever I want and be able to get more XRP in the end. So I get paid in XRP. So like if I decide to trade BTC but leverage XRP, whatever I gain will be in XRP, not in BTC. Does that make sense? So then I'll be able to gather more and more BTC or more and more XRP if I wanted more. And that's how I've been going from 20,000 to 21,000 or 19,000 up to 21,000 now. So if you want to check out Margex, I have the link in the chat. Feel free to do that. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. So it happens. But yeah, we have 550 people that are here. Make sure you guys take the time to hit that like button. Would love to get to 400 likes. We're about 50 likes away from 400 likes. And on YouTube or on X, we have 3 people that are watching. Thank you for being here. On Rumble, we have 15 people that are watching, 17 people. Hey, Matt. Branson says, hey, Matt, thanks for the Jasmy play. You've been talking about Jasmy since at least 6 months ago, since I started learning about crypto. have you looked into Arc Block? So I haven't. I've been invested in talking about Jasmine for a lot longer than just 6 months. I actually talked about it when it first came on Coinbase, when it was actually at a level of like multiple dollars before the dilution happened, and people kept asking me like, why am I not getting into Jasmine, because it looks like it has some popularity. And this is what I said. I said it has a very, very low supply right now. If they decide to introduce all of the supply, I will get into it. And immediately, I think it was probably, it wasn't immediately, it was like right after, um, it was probably like a month after, because I didn't notice it. Somebody told me about Jasmine Coin. They were like, "Hey, go and check out Jasmine Coin. It's currently introduced all of their supply." And I was like, "Oh, they did?" And then I went to them. I was like, "All right, I'm buying right now." So then I bought at a level of 50% of a penny, and decided to um, go all in once it got down to about less than 30, I think it was 30% of a penny. So I've been in it for a long period of time, and I see the success for this play and where it will go, and that's why I was so hype about Jasmine Coin. It was struggling there, and a lot of people counted it out. A lot of people doubted it, but I was like, no, that's not the case. I don't doubt this play. It's a sleeping giant. And what did it do? It took off to being worth from $4,000 to now, um, 17 or $18,000, which is amazing. Literally my largest single gain that I've had in a play since Terra Luna Classic, which will probably never be beaten unless Jasmine Coin decides to beat that first, and then Terra Luna Classic will probably end up beating that, because I still have 50 million
Lucas Schrollenhagen
Jasmine,
donated $4.99 through Super Chat.
or not Jasmine,
Banking on
CRO.
CTC raising the staking and card rewards for Crow once the bull run starts to help Crow pump. Otherwise, my kids won't be going to college.
Um, Banking on CDC raised and staking and carb rewards for CRO once the bull run starts to help CRO pump. Otherwise, my kids won't be going to college. Hey, you don't have to pay for your kids' college. Let them find a way to pay for it themselves. At least a portion of it. I want to be able to help my kids with college, but I want them to be able to build everything that they can build by themselves. I want them to be able to not just like take out the loans. I don't even want to tell them the that they have me that's going to pay it off. I'm going to let them take out the loan, do whatever they have, and in the end, I'll pay it off. But I want to see them try their hardest to kind of be to spend less money and understand the cost of college, but they won't have that ability to touch any of the money that's in their 529 account um, until after college, where I will basically let them know, yeah, it's pretty much all paid for, but the more that you can save, the more that you have in the end for yourself, right? So that's the way that's going to be. But yeah, CRO, I are they did they say they're raising staking rewards or anything? I know they have the increase, like they're going to continue to increase like the rewards that you get with the cards and stuff like that, just like they had in the bull run, the last bull run. But right now, um, I'm happy with what they do have. If they increase to anything, I'll be ecstatic, because I'm already gaining like 3.5% on every single purchase, and I don't have to use any of my credit cards. I can just use that everywhere. Yes, Matt, stand on their own with dad at their back. Yeah, I'm right there. Uh, so no pump, kids won't go to college. Got you. Teach the kids about trade work. No college required. I think college. So I struggle with this, right? People always say that college um, is not important. I think college is important, um, especially like if you want to understand different not only like I wouldn't say different cultures because where you grow up is where you grow up, right? So if you can find a way to venture outside of where you grow up, you learn a lot more. Not saying that you want to adopt, you know, where that is. I went to college 40 minutes away from where I lived, and it was completely different within those environments, right? And I went from, maybe having less of a vocabulary. My vocabulary is nowhere near where it should be, but still went from basically none in where I grow up, and it's just not a thing. But then to expanding my vocabulary within college and within my master's degree and all that stuff. Did I need my master's? I didn't, because I didn't feel like I was going to go anywhere. In the business world, like I didn't want to be a director of a hospital or a director of whatever. I didn't want to be that. So if I didn't want to be that, why do I need a master's degree? Well, the master's degree helped me with a lot of networking and conversation. That's really all that it was for. When it comes to the basics, it's kind of like how you look at schooling now, like kindergarten through 12th grade. A lot of the things you learn through high school should be to help you out in your life, right? It shouldn't be about all this extra complicated stuff that you don't really need to learn, because you may not go that route. But the basics can help out everybody. But then when it comes to college, you also learn some of the basics there when it comes to experience. And I feel like college is important. It can be important for some people. No other channel spoke about Jasmine but Matt. There's other channels. Like I said, I called it out in one of my, I think the live stream yesterday, as well as um, my videos, that I think Steph is Crypto has been talking about Jasmine relentlessly and has had many videos on Twitter. They've come up because I talk about Jasmine a lot. Many videos on Twitter, many videos or many posts on Twitter, as well as videos on YouTube. So go and give him a look. I think he has like 22,000 followers, and he should have a lot more than that. So, but there's other people that have no idea what they're talking about. They're just talking about it because maybe I'm gaining views, and they look at that. Um, but it's okay. They can talk about whatever they want to talk about. I'm not going to be mad at the fact that they're talking about it. Just know what you're talking about if you are going to talk about it. I'm not going to name any names, but just make sure they know what they're talking about. Um, what was your worst ever crypto play? Um, my worst ever crypto play. I don't think I really have a big one. Trying to think. Trying to think. Trying to think. Trying to think. I mean, right now I'm down the most on um Shiba Inu, but I feel like Shiba Inu is going to come back. I didn't really have any major horrible crypto plays. Um, so I gained a lot of money on what the fuck is that called? Gitcoin. I gained a lot of money on Gitcoin, and then I did end up losing. I think it was like after I gained that money, which I still was positive in the end, but I Gitcoin was turned from a really really great play to kind of a horrible play because they introduced like all of their supply, and that's before I started to really heavily dive into the supply. I think that was what it was, Gitcoin, that had less than, I think it was like 10 million coins, and then it jumped to 66 million, and we still have 100 million left. I still believe that this has a strong possibility of growing a lot more. If we look at all history and where this has been, it was up to $24. I made a ton of money up to that point. But then I decided to reinvest into it at, I think it was about like this point, and I ended up losing money as it started to climb down. And I realized that they didn't introduce all of the supply. This still shows a decent level of popularity, so it's not something that's ridiculously you know what words am I looking for? It's not something that is going to fall off the face of the earth, right? It's at $1.52. It still has the ability to grow quite a bit. It's at $100 million market cap, and where this was a $300 million market cap. Now, if it gets back to a $300 million market cap from here, you would be looking at, 300 a $300 million market cap. You'd be looking at a $4.50 price, something like that. If it gets to that $300 million market cap, and this I think was at a 350, so you would see more than that. But either way, you would see this at a lot higher of a level than where it is right now. So honestly, this doesn't look as bad as it did before, but it was heavily diluted before. And I think I lost like $1,000 or $2,000 on that. But ultimately I gained like $13,000 to begin with. So it's like, but it was through multiple plays. I don't think that's not accurate. It might have been $6,000. Sorry. And I lost 2,000. So I ended up still being profitable. I don't know why I said 13,000. But I still ended up being profitable in the end, but I lost 2,000 in the last investment that I made. Um, when add more Jasmy? I'm not buying any more Jasmy. I have 1 million and I'm good with the 1 million that I have. Is there anywhere to stake Jasmy? I'm not sure. I think there is. Let's see. So Jasmy coin on Kraken, staking earn up to 25%. Jasmy coin staking. So Jasmy coin staking on Kraken.com. Now, staking is not available on Kraken. You can stake. You can still stake 15 plus other assets by signing up for a free account. Okay, so you can't stake Jasmy coin on Kraken. It gives you the website saying Jasmy coin staking, but you can't. Doesn't make sense at all. Thought you could. How to stake and earn Jasmy coin up to 125%. That's a little bit risky. That's a little bit risky to do that. How to stake Jasmy coin. Harness the power of Jasmy coin. If you believe it's going to get to $1, like you're gaining a lot if you could stake Jasmy coin. You're gaining like thousands of dollars. Like if you can gain, let's say, 1%, 10%, something like that, you can gain 100,000 Jasmy coin in a matter of a year if it's 10%. So you've heard about Jasmy coin, blah, 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 blah. I guess you can. You just have to find the right places to do it, which I don't know right now, and it would take me too much to go through. We did hit 400 likes. My next goal for likes would be to get to 500. If you can get me to 500, I would greatly appreciate that. ADA, I'm a big fan of ADA. What do you think of ADA? Yeah, I have $2,000 worth of ADA. I did have, $4,000 worth, but I sold that. I sold $3,000 of it. I was up $2,000, so I sold $3,000 to put that into Grok, which is a meme play. And I don't typically do that, but I wanted to do that because I didn't want to risk spending any more money. Now Grok did come down. Well, it increased from the levels that I invested at, um, but it still did come down lower. And right now, I think it's at like overall, I have 1 million Grok and it's worth like 4,000 or $5,000. I invested 7,000, so right now I'm down about 2,000 plus dollars on that play. However, you don't lose until you sell. I feel as though Grok has a lot more of a future ahead of it. Um, just bought some Jasmy yesterday. How high will it go? I'm looking at $1 to $1.50. That's my level. I saw that on Kraken. Total fake out. Yeah, it's weird. Bro, is Bonk a good one? I think Bonk is a good play. I currently have about $200 worth of Bonk, but I think Bonk will be a great meme coin in 2024 and 2025, this year and next year. AMP is going crazy. I don't think it's going crazy. It's increasing. Um, Bought in yesterday. I mean, 30% is a decent gain. But it's up 30%. That's fantastic that you're up 30% though. I mean, if you put in $1,000, you're up an extra $300. That's big. You put in $10,000, you're up an extra, $3,000 overall. That's fantastic. So it's not something to be messed with. Does anyone like/use Hive Mapper? Uh, Honey is the token. I don't. I don't know what that is. And when you say use, like how do you use it? You said Jasmine to $1 or $1.50. Uh, if your goal, um, if your goal, what time frame do you think that would happen in? So I think what I'm looking at is a level of like 20 cents for this year, 20 to maybe even 50 cents for this year. And it could even push further than that, but that's what I'm looking for within this year. Then next year, we see more of a, adoption, more of a connection, more of a use, and more of a push within Jasmine Coin. So that's what I'm looking for, but that during these time frames I'm going to be taking profit as we see 5 cents or 10 cents, going to be taking those levels, and I have that all broken down on my profit taking spreadsheet, which is on Patreon. If you guys want to get the spreadsheet and be able to utilize this for your own exit plan, you can do that. But yeah, I have a million Jasmine coin, and I plan on taking profit basically 10 times over, and leaving, I guess 9 times at that point. One, two, three. Well, it would be less than 9 times because I'm taking 300,000 here, depending how far it looks like it's pushing. Because if it doesn't, then I'll just wait and take 300,000 a little bit further up. So somewhere around, 80% or 85 cents or something like that. But you're going to see the different points, right? 5 cents, I take 100,000, which would be $5,000. 10 cents. If it looks like it's surpassing, these levels very, very quickly, then I will probably end up adjusting these to where my first initial profit might be 10 cents that I take profit at. And it would be $10,000 overall, leaving 900,000 that's in there. I could possibly do that depending on what happens between 1 or 2 cents and all the way up to 10 cents, like how far that really looks. I mean, it's only a $5 billion market cap. So if we see that grow to those levels, then yes, I end up taking profit, take $10,000. I have $100,000 in there, leave $90,000 left. Then it gets to 15 cents and so on. It goes to 20 cents or 25 cents would probably be a more significant level to where I take 100,000 and adjust that to 100,000. And I have 25,000. So that gives me a better look on how much I can gain overall within that while only taking 200,000. Then it pushes to a level of 50 cents. If it can get to that level of 50 cents, will be another 100,000, taking 50,000. So that's really my plan, is to take 100,000 multiple times. And then as it gets to a level of 70 or 75 cents, I take, 200 or 300,000 and see that flourish as time goes on. And as it gets to maybe $1 worth, I can then take maybe 200. I could take 200 here. Sometimes the plans adjust, and you find this plan that can work better for you overall to make a lot of money and also leave some for the end to see what that could be, right? Because if it gets to a value of $2, absolutely, what I would do is not only take 100,000, I would take 200,000 there. It would start to raise, and I would take another four overall. It would be 825,000. Not becoming a Jasmine millionaire, but definitely making a lot. So that's where I believe that this will be. Again, I have my own exit plan, and I suggest you guys find a way to make your own. I have this link over on Patreon. I believe it's pinned to the top of my Patreon. So if you want to check that out, I don't think I'm logged in. So let me go over here. Let me bring this up. Thank you for following, Angel. I appreciate that. Appreciate you following. Paid member. And I'm pretty sure it's pinned. Maybe it's not. If you ask me for it, I can give you it. I thought it was pinned. Let me go back. Let me go back as the creator. I'm pretty sure it it was pinned to the top of the. Yeah, so all exit plans are pinned, right? So I have this where we have the all exit plan spreadsheet, and once you click into it, it'll give you I think like 6 or 7 different cryptocurrencies that are there. And if you have one that you want to add to the list, I have a bunch that's added to my list overall. Like I have Jasmy, I have ADA, I have TRB, I have Caspa, I have SHIB, Sol. I have all of these that are here, Beam, Atom. It's all the positions that I have. And so if you want all of those added, we can have those added. But right now, I think there's like 6 or 7. But Jasmy Coin obviously is the reason why you would go there and create that exit plan. But easily, all you have to do is put your coins here, and then you have all of the prices that are there. So all you have to do is just fill this in, fill this point in. Once you fill this part in, it does adjust as time goes on, and it'll tell you what your overall profit will be, as well as what your realized profit will be up to about 50 cents, and what your expected profit will be up to about $1. And then obviously your max return, which will be a level of $2, $3, $4, whatever you get to. So I have my reality, which could be 85,000 that I take as profit.
Lucas Schrollenhagen donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Would it be realistic to take Jasmy profit at $10?
To take all your Jasmine profit at $10? I wouldn't say that that's the goal that you should have, is to take all of your profit at $10. It's a little bit high of a price. I would definitely say that you take profit as time goes on. It makes you feel better about holding, because let's say you do hold 1 million and you're holding through a level of $1, and now you're holding through a level of $2, and you're holding through a level of $3. It sounds easy when you go through the dollar figure, but when you go through how much it's worth, and you're like, all right, it's at $1. I have $1 million right now. It's like, okay, well, maybe if I go through taxes, I won't have $1 million. So let me wait it out. You go to $2 million. And now it's like, if I take my profit right now, I can gain $1 million, put this wherever I want to put it, and be completely happy for years to come if I decide to do this. Or I can take, half of it or 75% of it, leaving some in there for what the future can be. But if you decided to wait from $2 all the way up to $10, it's more and more difficult to hold, because the longer you wait, the more that you're like, oh, well, I could really use this $1 million, right? So I could really use this $5 million, and it starts burning a hole in your pocket. However, if you're taking profit throughout, so say if you have 1 million and you take 100,000 here, it makes you feel better because you took your initial investment or whatever, right? You take 100,000 here, it makes you feel better because you took a little bit more profit. And every single year, it seems like, or every month or every quarter, you're grabbing a little bit more Jasmy coin and being able to profit overall from this play. It makes you feel amazing about holding that position. So yeah, I think selling at a level of $10 only is a little ridiculous, but getting to that level, selling something at $10, holding some until that point is not ridiculous. Just don't hold all of it. Luca, that is realistic estimate. Usually coins double from their previous peaks. DRO, you have to understand that coins double from their peak, not price, unless they had all the supply from that beginning, but more about their market cap. They will double or triple from their market cap within the next bull run. Understand that you have so much more supply than what you had at a $5 price. So if you're looking at a $5 price and going, yes, this will double, you got to understand the supply of it. There's so many people that are giving out horrible information talking about how it's easily going to get back to $5 because it's already been there. You got to understand the market cap, because that is a 250 to $5 is a $250 billion market cap with this supply. Getting to $10 would be a $500 billion market cap. It wasn't that in the past because they had less supply. They have more supply now, and we have to understand that portion of it. And there's a lot of people out there that are giving horrible information and telling people that it can easily get back to $5. That's not the case. I'm not saying that it can't. I'm not saying that it won't. I'm saying that it is a very slim chance to getting to those levels because of the supply. It still has a large chance of growing to a level of $1, $2, right? Those levels. But we got to slow a roll before we truly understand what Jasmine Coin could get to in the end, because right now we only have a very small glimpse of what it could be. It's not just about the price. Of course, remember the market was over 3 trillion. Yeah, it was over 3 trillion because Bitcoin had 1.2 of that. And right now Bitcoin is at 1 trillion, 1 trillion total, and Ethereum's at about 300 billion. And don't think that Jasmine Coin can get to that level because it's not leading the market. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. So I don't want to say that it's not physically possible to get there, but it's very difficult to understand that right now you have to factor it by market cap. You have to look at market cap for this play specifically, and for a lot of plays out there. Thank you for following, Elk. Hi, Matt. Have you seen 700 million Jasmine Coin transferred over to Binance today? What are your thoughts on for the short-term movement? I mean, short-term movement can come and go. We need to see that retracement, so I'm open to whatever happens there. If they don't hold it, it ends up getting bought up by a lot of other people. So if, let's say one person does hold 700 million, that 700 million now gets split through a bunch of different wallets, maybe 700 different wallets. So instead of having 5 wallets or whatever that transfer all into one place, if it does get sold and we see a major impact, we now have that being split to multiple places. So short term might not be the best for some people, depending on what the overall market looks like, because sometimes 700 million might not even matter, because 700 million equals like 1 million coins would equal, let's say it's just $10,000. So if we look at that and we add, so it would be about $1 million. Is that right? 1 million, 2 million, something like that. It would be maybe somewhere in the single digit $1 million that you're seeing go through that. I don't think it will have a major impact. I mean, and maybe I'm doing the math. I think I'm doing the math right. At most, it would be tens of millions. But when it comes to overall, we're seeing $1.7 billion that's going through in volume versus $10 million that could be sold. If it all happens in one moment, I still don't believe that will have a major impact. So how realistic is a $1 is? Realistic, a dollar is $50 billion market cap. I think that's realistic. It's officially altcoin season, baby. Let's go. Since when? When is it altcoins? I'm hype about the altcoins, but I don't think it's altcoin season yet. So let's look at the. I wanted to look at what has not the most volume. I guess the most volume. We'll look at the most volume because you know that Tether is leading the way. You know Bitcoin has 27 billion. You know Ethereum has 18 billion, and so on and so forth. Jasmine Coin is still up a massive amount. I feel the retracement has to come soon based on the growth over the past 5 days. You would think so, but in a negative market we didn't see this pull back as hard. We did see it pull back from a level of 17 down to 13, which is a decent pullback. But depending on what the market does, that's typically when you see the overall, position pullback. Guys, we're almost at 500 likes. If you guys can hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We're like 25 likes away. So kick that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Shiba Inu, will it get to $1? I would think not. Do you think it will get to $1 this year during the bull run? For Jasmine Coin, I think there's a possibility, but I don't think it's 100%. Thank you for liking, guys.
Lucas Schrollenhagen donated $1.99 through Super Chat. How much of that 1.7B is the Japanese?
I mean, you probably have a big portion of it. I mean, you have a lot of action that happens overnight. And a lot of the action yesterday happened, I think it was at like around 8 o'clock, or it was like 8:30, because I came down here and, Hayden was down here watching TV, and I was going live, and I think it was like 8:15, 8:20-ish to where it really blasted off to like 1.7 cents. And this morning, early this morning, we see a lot of the action that has happened where it pushed up to 1.9 cents. So I think it's probably equal. But I wanted to look at how many coins, because I know someone said 700 million coins. You have to understand the impact that 700 million coins will have on where the market is. So 700 million coins has moved over to Binance, and people make a big deal about it because it's 700 million. But understand, while you look at the overall supply, and they like to factor this into what the supply is at the 50 billion coin level or whatever, right? So 50 billion coin supply. If you factor that, or you have some sort of percentage on that, 700 million to 50 billion is still a small amount. But not only do you have to factor it into that, you have to factor it into the volume. And if you look at the 1.6 billion dollars that has gone through in volume, you're looking at 92 billion coins, almost 100 billion coins. So 700 million divided by the 92 billion is going to have a minuscule impact. And people think that it's going to have like a 20% impact on it. It's not. It's a minuscule impact to the overall volume. So it's not something to really be concerned about. We see whales that gather up and sell things all together. It's just we never really see it all go to the same place and sold in one wallet. We see it all sold together based on one person selling, the next person selling, the next whale selling, the next whale selling, right? And we'll see all of that happen. But when it all comes together and it's kind of gearing up to sell a certain amount, when you have $1.6 billion in volume, that's not anything to worry about. If they do truly sell it at these levels, it's not something that I'm insanely worried about. Maybe they find it at the peak and they start that pullback, which honestly would be good because we need to see a retracement. And we'll have to take a look at that. We'll have to see. But I really don't think that will have a crazy major impact. It's about 13 to 14 million dollars if they sold it. Yeah, we're looking at 1.6 billion versus 13 million dollars. It's not really a major impact by my opinion. It is a lot of money, don't get me wrong. But we see that sold every day in a lot of positions. What are the most significant upcoming developments for Jasmy? They have Jasmy Chain. We have the Jasmy lockup. We have, for some reason, I'm drawing a blank. There's other things that I just listed within the AMA, and I can't think of them. But just to name a couple. Why do you shill CRO? How much of that do you actually have? So I don't like to say shilling anything. I don't try and shill anything. I talk about my positions and what I hold and why I believe in those positions. I don't expect anybody to go and purchase directly off of me talking about certain things. I want people to basically see what door I've opened, which I feel like CRO, the door to CRO has already been open. I have 95,000 CRO. but you admit you made bad calls. Yeah, I've made bad calls. I've made investments to where I've lost money, but actually not many. But I've made investments where I lost money, of course. But I try to limit the amount that I can lose by developing a strategy to where I can guarantee a win in the end. Even if it decides to come back from, let's say, a level of 50 cents and completely dives back down, I guarantee a win in the end. I gained a lot, right? Could I have gained more with it? Probably. Could I have gained less with it? Probably. But I made sure that I win in the end by investing in that and being a part of that and making sure I take my profit when I need to. It's like when we look at Gitcoin, I invested in Gitcoin at $7 to begin with. If I decided to hold that until now, I would be down. And I invested, I think it was like $4,000 or something like that. So if I would have done that and held it till now, I would be down majority of my money. Like it would be well over 70, 80%, right? I would be down a lot because I decided to hold that all the way through. But as it got to $24, I was like, let me go ahead and take profit. I guaranteed myself my initial investment as well as my profit. And when it comes to the eventual loss, yeah, I lost $2,000, but I still ended up profiting in the end. So that's what I try to secure those investments.
Lucas
And it all
Schrollenhagen
depends.
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Is Satoshi Nakamoto considered a whale?
For what? I don't. Does he own for what? For Jasmine Coin? No. Thank you for the super chat. For Bitcoin, still no. So I don't believe he owns any Bitcoin. What do you guys know about Spur X? Spur X? I don't know what that position is. Crypto is more safe investment than wife. At least while it goes with the money, you can keep the house. Matt knows I'm not trolling. I'm just here asking questions, giving advice. My tone has changed because he responded rudely to a comment I made earlier. What did I respond rudely to? It may have come off rudely, but I'm not. I don't try and be rude ever. And if I was, I apologize. I really do. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. I'm not that type of person. The best traders and investors in the world have lost money somewhere. Even someone saying that makes me question your investment mindset. So you're saying me saying that I haven't lost money? I have lost money. Or are you talking to someone else? I don't know. I tend to miss a lot of chats sometimes. You laughed when I said it was altcoin season. That's not rude. It's come on. It's not altcoin season. Altcoin season is when Bitcoin drops to a certain level dominance wise. That's when you see altcoin season truly happen. The altcoin season's not here, not yet. It's on the rise. It's coming, right? Because we see money flowing from Bitcoin to others, but Bitcoin dominance is still up there. Just understand that when we were truly at the high level of the altcoin season, the lowest dominance that I saw this at was 38% for Bitcoin, which was great for everything else. XRP was up to like $120 billion market cap. Dogecoin was up to like $100 billion market cap. ADA was up to $100 billion market cap. Solana was up to $100 billion market cap. BNB was up to $120 billion market cap. We're not seeing that right now. We may be getting closer to altcoin season becoming a thing, but I don't think we're there yet. But I didn't try and respond rudely to your comment. Nels, I see your super chat. I'm waiting until they read it because text to speech.
Nell Santiago donated $10 through Super Chat. Hey Matt, when will Jasmy total supply reach circulation? And also what will be the driving force that can drive Jasmy market cap to 50 billion?
So I think when will Jasmine reach its full circulating supply? I mean, it's only 700, is it 700 million away? Yeah, it's about 700 million away, which seems like that's the amount that's over on Binance, but that doesn't really make sense. So when will it reach it? I'm not 100% sure. We don't really have a timeline to when it will reach the full 50 billion, but it's not really a concern. It's a very low amount compared to the overall amount that's there. So even if you have any type of dilution, if we continue to see these levels of volume, it will make no impact on the overall price. And if it does find a way to make an impact on the price in a negative light to where it's introduced, then we can benefit from that because now we see opportunities for people to purchase as they see, that thrive. When it comes to what will be the driving force to get Jasmine Coin up to 50 billion, it's very simple. It will be the community. It will be the people that are investing into this consistently and believing in what not only what it can be, but also a level of popularity that it has, the places to where you can buy it. And you can see that equally spread across, you know, all different exchanges for just what has happened in the past couple of days or a few days. We can see that equally spread about where you have, xt.com, you have Binance, you have Coinbase. It opened up the door for Jasmine Coin specifically to have four S tier exchanges rather than two. Because two S tier exchanges, you look at Binance, you look at Coinbase, those are the S tier exchanges. But seeing xt.com with $401 million worth of volume, seeing BitTrue with about $90 million worth of volume and almost $100 million worth of volume is insane, right? You're looking at these, exchanges and how they're equally spread. It's not just based on one market, one culture, one sector. It's based on a lot of different places. So I I love the fact that Jasmine Coin has this much popularity, but honestly, that will be the reason why it pushes to these levels and continues to push because of the popularity behind it, as well as the things that are developing, as well as understanding Jasmine Chain, understanding, the layer two side of Ethereum, understanding if we can find a way to stake Jasmine Coin overall, and maybe it becomes available to stake on even Coinbase, right? Or different platforms. But just once we see the hold time increase and once we see the level of popularity, I guess, continue on these routes, because this doesn't go unnoticed. You don't typically see something that was seeing $20 billion or $20 million, $30 million worth of volume to jump to $1.6 billion. It doesn't go unnoticed. The popularity is leading the way here. Is it too late to enter Jasmine? I don't think it's too late. I just think you need to be prepared to see short term negativity. While we've waited throughout all this time to see that negativity, or to see this eventual positivity, we waited through so much negativity, so much negative time, so much FUD, and now we're getting into a point where people are like, yeah, we believe in this play, but you still will have people that doubt Jasmine Coin, and they will doubt it at now these levels instead of doubting it at 40 or 50% of a penny. They're now doubting it at 1 cent or 2 cents, and that will be that level that looks like it's struggling, but it's honestly not, and a lot of people are still up on their investment. So it will go from struggle to gain to struggle to gain to struggle to gain. That's just how it works, because there will be a ton of people that just doubt everything that has to come from this because maybe they're jealous about how much money somebody made within a play or whatever. Um, I'm gonna read this one. Be our roaring kitty, like GameStop again. I mean, that that would be amazing. I like the crypto. I like the coin. That's what I would say. I like the coin. Um, I did not do your own research on Jasmine. Just thought it was a meme. I caught on just in time. Well, I'm glad you did. It definitely isn't a meme. The reversal uptrend is looking beautiful for Jasmine. Patience and strong hands will be rewarded big time. Jasmine won't get to $1. You should be happy with
Cinco
30
Jacko
cents.
donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Be our roaring kitty, like GameStop again.
So, Star Dog, thank you for being a member. It says Jasmine won't get to $1. You should be happy with 30 cents, and even then, you should sell before then. I don't agree with that. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, though. I'll let you. I'll let you do that. Wondering if I should buy $3,000 worth of Jasmine right now. So I I wouldn't say that. I never want to encourage people to buy heavy at the top, and I don't know if that's heavy for you. It might not be heavy for you. Um, but I think what we need is, or what you would need as you're looking to purchase, is to find maybe an entry point or just to get your foot in the door. Getting your foot in the door is not taking $3,000 and throwing it in there. Getting your foot in the door is maybe taking a couple $100 and throwing it in there. And if you have a max of, let's say, $10,000 that you want to spend, or $3,000 that you want to spend, maybe you take 10% and you throw it in at these levels, because you know it's going to maybe retrace. And if it doesn't retrace, then you still have skin in the game. And if it does retrace, you can now average into the play. So it's kind of a win-win scenario. It's just, if it does increase, you're going to be wishing that you put more into it. But you can't think like that. Jasmine Coin is another Vault Inu that goes nowhere. I mean, I don't see that at all. Only the devs and influencers are going to profit. It's a trash coin, people. That's what DC says. Even though somebody, a subscriber of mine, made or showed $100,000 worth of a gain already, and another subscriber, actually a moderator, showed tens of thousands of dollars, $50,000 worth of a gain. There's other people that are up multiple thousands of dollars worth of a gain. There's some people that maybe wanted to time the market and they sold, and didn't really time it well. It's very tough to time the market. That's why I haven't done it. Even though you do have a really, really good indicator right now, our indicator, which is the HG Algo indicator, that shows you dollar cost averaging, bullish momentum, and all of that, and actually could help you sell at the top and buy at the bottom. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to take your opinion away. I smell a lot of grifters preying upon the ignorance of an average investor. No. People are hating because they jumped into the play late. It seems that way. It will retrace, but when? I'm waiting for the retracement. I'm up $10,000. Yeah, and they're talking about only influencers are going to make that much. Come on, man. And then when it actually is up a crazy amount, they're like, oh, well, you know what? Influencers pump this or whatever. And what's crazy is we don't have this much influence on something. I can understand influence on something that's worth, maybe 500,000. That's worth $500,000. But influence on something that's worth $843 million, and we see 1.5, $1.6 billion worth of volume. Yeah, that's not happening. Spell is up 71%. That's great to see that. DC is coming with a bunch of negativity. Yeah, it's okay. Who are these spell bots? Expel them. I mean, if it's up 71%, we'll take it. A 75K with Jasmine. You're up 75K with Jasmine. My gain is at $116,000 with Jasmine. Thank you for your awareness and your information about Jasmine very early in the beginning, Matt. No problem. I'm glad that I can help you, and I'm so excited. If you want to, I would appreciate if you showed me like a screenshot over on either Twitter DMs, or you can send it to my email address that's in the description. Feel free to do that. But yeah, I just want to see success stories. I always like to see success stories. And it's not about me being able to just put something out there and people invest into it. It's about them taking upon themselves to make that investment, because it shows, right? I invest a certain amount, right? I invest $4,000 into it. Other people decide to invest more because they read into it and they believe in that play a lot more than I do, right? And which is crazy because I believe in it so much so, and they believe in it somehow more than I do, and they gain more out of it. So I won't treat Jasmine like my last girlfriend. I will not pump and dump Jasmine. All right, well, leave it at that. Spell is heating up and might be good in and out. All right. Keep your opinions to yourself. No, people can have their opinions. I'm not going to tell people they can't have their opinions. Anyone can have their opinions. So currently, Jasmine coin is at 17% of a penny. Again, it has come down from this level of 19% of a penny, which is fantastic to see that level that it got to. How high do you think Jasmine can go? I'm looking at $1.50. That's my levels. I'm up 155K right now with Jasmine holding 11.5 million coins. Uh, Crypto Bacon, can you show me a screenshot over on either Twitter DMs or uh, a my email address, which is in the chat? It's my business email, so feel free to use that. Yeah, because it's not that I don't believe you. I just want to see success stories and show those success stories. Not necessarily, I don't want to show any of your information. All I want to do is just show the gains that come with it. Um, okay, no response after 5 messages, so I'm out, bro. Have a good day. Have a good day too. Thank you for being here. Note fees high to sell Jasmine. Um, I got charged $700 to sell, um, are up a good chunk in profits. So I don't know where you had these fees at. Was it like where are you trading at? Not a success until they profit. That's true. Holding 26 million Jasmine, nearly up 300K. That seems like a lot. I mean, technically you could. I mean, you buying at a level of like 20, I think it was 27% of a penny was the lowest level. We saw this get to 30% of a penny down here, which is in October. I think that was the lowest point, or I think the lowest point was 27. All-time low was 27% of a penny. So if you bought there, you spent a decent amount of money on it, but it's not a ridiculously crazy amount, but that is literally tens of thousands of dollars. Can you wait? Can the locked coins be recirculated again? Yes, eventually they can be recirculated again whenever the lock period is up. Jasmine's ERC20, do not trade it on a DEX, but trade it on a CEX. I agree. Matt, thanks for all three good info. Um, keep it up, brother. Hey, keep it up, brother. Yeah, keep it up, brother. Yeah, you number one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that I'm number one. I appreciate that. What's your YouTube? My name, Matthew Perry. Sorry if I seem distant from the people that are on TikTok, but there's obviously a lot of chats that are coming through. There's 608 people that are here, and there's super chats are priority. Anybody that wants to do that, I will read that first. And also, they do have the what is it called? Text to speech. I can't think of words today. I'm hungry. Maybe that's why. Do you have any videos on when you sell and what is the best options on fees or ways to minimize it? So I don't have any videos on what are the fees, but I typically use a CEX. Using Coinbase for the fees or just it's just easier. Yes, you will be charged a decently sized fee if you have a certain amount. So if you have like $100,000 that you're selling.
Sam donated £1.99 through Super Chat. Can the locked coins be recirculated again?
So yeah, I answer that question.
Lapdog donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Thanks Matt for all the good info. Keep it up br other you number one scissor.
Um, oh, that's what you said. All the good info. It was two E's. I thought it was three for some reason. Dyslexia kills me. But yeah, I appreciate you for the super chat, and yeah, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you, the love and support, and all the appreciation you show me. I don't know what I was saying before this, but okay. Jasmine is helping me regain those losses. Um, hey Matt, what do you think of Myro? It was massive loss on it, but fortunately, Jasmine is here. So yeah, I think Myro. So with all of the hype that was building around Solana-based meme coins, I think they still have a lot of hype. It's just right now we're not in altcoin season. We're not in meme coin season right now. But we were in a season to where meme coin creation was at a high point. And meme coin creation is still at those high points. It's still at a level to where a lot of people are looking for those bigger plays that go from a $1 million market cap to potentially $30 million market cap or $50 million. And Myro is not, I don't think, over. I think it still has a lot of potential within it, but it's just, you know, you're looking at something that um, that was part of that like kind of meme coin creation craze, and you have to wait until you actually see a meme coin market for it to run. So that would be my opinion on that. I wonder when they lock up coins. I wonder when as well. They don't have any information on that. Anyone else experiencing AT&T outage? I hope not. Spell is ripping. What do you mean by ripping? I know somebody said it was up 17% or something. Or 70%. So it is up to about 10% of a penny. I think it will adjust. Yeah, so 10% of a penny is where it stands, and it's at $100 million market cap. That's fantastic to see that growth because it was at a value of about a $64 million market cap, and now it's at 100 with 172 million, or sorry, 172% volume to market cap ratio. So that's great to see. You do have 54% of the supply out there, so it can be diluted, but not one times over. It is available on Binance, Coinbase, and all of these platforms there. It's very, very interesting. I think sitting at 100 million, I would obviously have to look into it a little bit more to understand the bigger picture of it, but certain amounts of dilution doesn't really sit perfectly well with me, you know? That's where I stand with that. But is looking great on the volume market cap ratio, the popularity, $200 million worth of volume, and all the places that's available at. So yeah, it definitely is ripping. Uh, let's check out Jasmine here. So it looks like Jasmine is starting to approach. It did surpass this level, so I'm looking like it's creating more of a downtrend, creating a lower high, lower low scenario where let's see what level we're looking for. It looks like it surpassed this level, which was a previous low point and a previous high point, double touch point there. So it broke through that level. I told you crypto doesn't really hold supports and resistance as well. It tends to just break through it at the first instance. Um, so it did break through this level. You're looking for, I guess, this level to be a significant barrier, but probably not. But it has pulled back quite a bit from these levels. But right now it's creating a trend of lower highs and lower lows. So looking like it's creating more, a lot more bearish momentum there. We're still within this bullish momentum here. We haven't created any bearish momentum, but you see all the different pieces to where this indicator, the HG algo indicator is telling you when to take profit and when to get into a play. The only place that it said, hey, get into this play would be right here, is one place to where you can dollar cost average in, is what it says. Where we currently stand at 16, that would be a place to dollar cost average in. Not all of it, but $2 cost average in at least a little bit. It looks like we are approaching this level to where we could be breaking. If we break that level, we could be breaking a lot lower there, and we would be looking for other touch points after that, probably looking more towards here, which would be 15 level after that. But it looks like it has started to increase and creating more of a bullish candle, and creating that bullish candle means that this might be a place to where you do see it start to create that little bit of an uptrend, maybe even create another lower high versus the lower low that you saw there. But yeah, if you want this indicator, this is an indicator created by the HG HGA, and it's a fantastic indicator. The link is in the description, where you can basically get where you can purchase at these low levels, where you can sell at some of these other levels, where you can dollar cost average in or dollar cost average out, as well as understand the bullish momentum. So feel free to check out that indicator. The link is in the chat. You can test it out for like 30 days if you want to, and if you physically don't gain anything from it, I think there's like a guarantee on that as well. So volume has rose 30 million since you went live on Spell. Well, that's good, but I also don't think that was because of me. Would love to hear you do a quant video at some point, being only 14 million supply. Yeah, I mean, I liked quant. I do still like quant. I just don't hold it, so I don't typically talk about it. I usually talk about the things that I do hold. That's pretty much it. Thoughts on Suku? I like Suku. I just haven't. I don't know if I still have Suku, but I think I might have sold it during the time when I was down at like the low end, and I did lose money on that. I put like $300 into it and sold it for like 200, so I lost money on that play. But I like Suku. I thought it has a ton of potential, especially within the bull run. Is something happening with it right now? Because I wanted to get back into it. Sorry. It's currently at 5 cents, and it's at a $10 million market cap. I did like this play because it was at, like, it is available on Coinbase, it is available on tier one exchanges, and has that level to where it could see some popularity with it. Where it currently stands is at, again, a $10 million market cap. So it does show. The only thing that I did have a problem with, and the reason why I was like, yeah, this has to be, I have to get out, is the circulating supply. The circulating supply, you're looking at 178 million, but the overall supply that you have is 1.5 billion. So it's something that did bother me, and that's something that still to this day would bother me. So it looks like the things that are up the most today, AGIX, WorldCoin is up quite a bit. Jasmy Coin is also up, 18% in the last 24 hours, 170% for the last 7 days. Render is up 16%. GRT is up 15%. Beam is also up about 10 or 11%. I have this position over in my MetaMask, so I like that play. But currently, the overall market, we're sitting at, or sorry, the views right now, we're sitting at, or viewers, 550. If you guys want to hit the like button, get me up to 600 likes, that would be amazing. We are 13 likes away from 600 likes. And hi there, says Tommy. Thank you for watching. How can you buy Jasmine? You can buy it on many different platforms. Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, all of those. give me a second. I will be back. I want to go say um, goodbye to Hayden and goodbye to Erica because got to do that. So give me a minute. How do I how do I pause live? Give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right. So uh, we are back. That was bright. We are back and we're back in action. Almost 300% gains in Jasmine. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Um, Currently, we have 482 people that are here. I have to refresh this because for some reason showing it's not showing any of the data for anything. Why is it not showing any of the data? Whatever. Let's see. How's the golf game coming along, Matt? Still got the channel? Yeah, I still have the channel. I haven't uploaded in a little bit. It's been kind of busy over here. And also, obviously, I take care of Hayden most days. So trying to make sure she's like writing the right way. We noticed that she's behind her fellow classmates when it comes to writing her letters, and we need to make sure that she uses a pen, writes her letters, does things with markers and crayons and draws things and stuff like that. Make sure that she's doing that there because I don't know if she's doing that over there. It seems like she hasn't really made progress on writing any letters. Maybe understanding what letters are, but not writing any of them. And she needs to she needs to do that. So Matt, is it too late to buy Jasmine? I don't think it is. You just have to find the right time. It has retraced already, and we've seen it or retraced a little bit. Um, so we've seen this come down to where it is now, where you could have dollar cost averaged in here, and now you can also dollar cost average here. And I said that 15 might be a level of significance, seeing it down here at like this 15 level, or even seeing a major level around lower 15. So the bottom half of 15. I would probably say that would be one of those levels. You also have a major resistance point or a major level to hit, or multiple major levels where it could be somewhere around, like I said, the 15 level. But then down here at 13 would be a major, you can't even see it, a major significance. Um, and you guys can't see it because you're not on YouTube or on Twitch or on Kick or Rumble or X. But this is a significant level here. If we can get down to there, that will be a massive retracement for a lot of people to have an entry point and see a level to bounce with. Also, like I said, down here, the lower 15 level is probably more of a likelihood from 19 to 15. Makes sense. Um, but we'll see. Not sure the innovation zone review will make much a difference, as I'd assume buyers have already done the research. True. Innovation zone should make a difference because it's larger news, right? Even though it shouldn't be in there in the first place, it probably still will have some sort of a difference or some sort of a difference maker on the price action because of the fact that it is news in general. Sometimes news may not make sense when it comes to oh, like what people are what people are doing or already doing. So they're like, oh, I'm buying up because I researched a ton of the project, but that news still creates a lot of hype to know that you don't have that, um, you know, you have that certainty or you have that clarity, I guess. So it still will be able to um, push this to another level, I believe. But it's not something that will have like an impact where it jumps to like 10 cents or something. You're a good man, Matthew. God bless your family. Thank you. Don't Matt about her. She be fine. I have 10 years. Not sure wait, I read that. When should I take my when should I take out my wife, change wealth? What? When should you take out your wife? What does that mean? Like, I hope that doesn't mean, like, I hope you mean take her out for a date, not like take her out. Is Jasmine in danger of being, wait, is my Jasmine in danger being that I hold it on Binance? No, no, it's not in danger in any way. Any good news in XRP? Not that I know of. There's nothing really brand new. Um, but I'm always searching for stuff. So no, just nothing new. I'm good man too. Let's go ahead. Uh, you're a good man too. That's great to hear. It's always great to be a good person. Let's look at the entire market and see what's happening overall. So, like I said, the entire market is at a 1.97 trillion dollar market cap, up about 1%. Bitcoin dominance is still sitting at about 51.34. We're seeing, Ethereum dominance that's at 18.2%. So seeing Ethereum dominance increase a little bit, seeing Bitcoin dominance that has been uh, decreasing a little bit, but still not at an area to where it's altcoin season at all. So let's just keep that in our back pocket. If we look at, thank you for becoming a member, Trix S21. I appreciate it. If we look at things that are happening in the market, let's just look at the top 100. We'll see Bitcoin that's up to 51, or I guess down at this point because it is down 0.82% in the last hour. So it's down to 51,200. You're seeing about 2,900 for Ethereum. If you look at BNB, that is slightly down in the last hour, but also up in the last 24 hours. I did see that was closing in on $400 at some point. I think it might have been last night or this morning or something. I can't remember, but it did close in on like $400. We do see that Solana is slightly up on the day. but it still is down in the last hour by like 1%. XRP is at 54 cents. You see Cardano that's at 59 cents. Avalanche that's at $36.80. It's down on the day. Want to see that take off. Dogecoin that's slightly up on the day by 1%, and so on and so forth. Some things that are moving the most. Obviously, we know that Jasmy Coin is in there, GRT, we have AGIX, we have WorldCoin, Render. That's all up quite a bit. Fetch.ai has been pushing. Beam has been making a move up to about 3.5 cents. Again, I hold that over in MetaMask on the Binance Smart Chain Network. I like Beam. I think Beam is going to be a great play, a great gaming play for the future. Just like a Gala, maybe even worth more, honestly. I think it is worth more right now. But you see Mantle that's up by 8%, HBAR that's up by about 8 or 9%, and some others that are there: KuCoin Token, Tezos, Genosis, I don't know how to say that, GNO, and Gala that's up to a $775 million market cap. So yes, it is worth more. If we looked at the entire, or we looked at Jasmy Coin, it is top 90 when it comes to market cap, which is fantastic to see that at an $805 million market cap. Again, the growth on this play has been phenomenal, has been absolutely amazing, and I love what it has been doing in the last 7 days, as well as the last day overall. But yeah, I mean, that's where kind of the market is for the top 100. If you were looking to invest into any new plays into the market, I would definitely suggest that you go to the market. You look at maybe things that are outside of the top 100. Maybe look at things that are in the fifth or sixth page, and see some of these positions that are at a $100 million market cap. Gitcoin's over here. It's at a $99 million market cap and could be worth a lot more. You have other plays like OMG Network. This is another play that I do really, really like. That's at a $97 million market cap with $140 million, worth of, or 150 million supply. So closing in on that level of $1, and I believe it could be worth so much more. In the bull run, the previous bull run, this was worth about $20. So seeing this from $1 to $20, you have a 20x. It's like an easy 20x that you can assume that this would get to, right? So, and I would assume that it would probably go maybe a like 2x or 3x over that point. So it's something that I've been looking at. It is off of Coinbase. It's not listed on Coinbase anymore. It did get delisted that I didn't know about. So it is available on Kraken, is available on KuCoin and Binance and a lot of other platforms, but it's not on Coinbase, which does suck. But it does still make me believe that this is going to have a larger impact overall. And the only place that I can buy it, really, for me, is going to be Kraken. Again, I think you guys should check anything that's on the fifth or sixth page and find something that could be a big play for you. You know, if Ethereum gets an ETF, imagine alts building on its network should boost them. Yeah, I agree. Understand that you forgot to speak about Farm. What happened? I still have Farm. Why do I need to speak about it? I still have Farm. I believe in that position. I know it's going to go far. So I don't have anything else to say about it. I mean, I could have other things to say about it, but I don't right now. How much you earn in the last bull run, Matt? When it comes to realized gains, nothing. Very minuscule amount in the last bull run. I made high percentages from Doge, like 800 or 900% from Doge. But I didn't make a lot. I didn't actually take like profit where I was. I was investing in at the middle ground, and then it started to increase up. And I saw some gains. I think at the peak point, I had like $60,000 worth of $60,000 in my crypto portfolio overall, which was fantastic, or 60 or $70,000. And I think right now I'm like back up to that point. I did have to sell quite a bit throughout that process, as it was at like kind of lower levels, and I actually gained money on Ethereum as I was at its bottom. And I also gained like overall like $30,000 from Terra Luna Classic, but I only took $4,800 worth of profit. So all the profit that I gained got me back to a level of, basically break even. But if I look at all the money that I spent that I took out because I had to, because I didn't have the revenue from YouTube and other places in order to like pay bills and stuff. Um, I if I add that all in, because I did still have that money, I should be well over 150,000 because I was taking some of that money to put towards things like taxes, things like mortgage payments and just all that stuff. It was rough at the bottom of the market because when you take certain amounts of money and pay off loans and pay off um, or pay your car and do all that stuff, it was definitely a tricky situation there. But everything got back on their feet there, and I had like $8,000 in Ethereum that I wanted to hold until now. And if I would have, I bought Ethereum at $1,000, $1,100 worth of an average, and right now it's at 3,000. I would literally have triple. I would have not only um, what was it, 5,000 or 6,000 that I put in there. I won't only have 6,000. I would have $18,000 in Ethereum right now just from that play alone. And there were other ones that were like that as well. So I didn't really make money from it because I averaged into it and wanted to gather more. So, um, yeah, I was a part of it, but I wasn't necessarily a part of the gain squad, if that makes sense. How long do you wait? How low do you Jasmine will drop to? It's falling right now. How low do I think Jasmine will drop to? I just talked about that and how we're looking at the 15 level as significant levels, right? So if I bring back up this, we're looking at this level as a significant level, which it did get to and bounced off of. So that's great to see, but we can also see more of a drop as well. Don't get me wrong. Don't think that this has no capability of dropping down to 1.3 or even lower than that, which would be fantastic for a lot of people, dropping back down to one for people to have an entry point. And like I told a lot of people, patience is key, because while this can continue to increase, while this can like continue to run to a whole nother level, it doesn't mean that it will. And I said this, that you may be seeing if you're deciding to invest at these points, at these levels, you may be seeing a lot more negativity than you would positivity, because that's how the markets work, right? You have the markets that go up and people sell at places where other people are getting in. It doesn't mean that it has no ability to grow after that. It means that it's due for a solid retracement. And right now it is getting a decent sized retracement. And I will take that. I will take that any day of the week. I'm not selling my position. I know what it can be. I know what it will be. Um, so we'll see. Probably won't, but below 1 cent, I'm in. I mean, you never know. We've seen a lot of positions that have fallen down, and right now the market is trending more to the negative side, to the downside. It's looking like Bitcoin is pulling back. It's looking like Ethereum is pulling back. It's looking like BNB and Solana and all of these are kind of pulling back in the last hour. So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw the same thing. But right now you are seeing a significant or a decent sized bounce from this level, as you can see with that larger wick. Um, I guess I can't zoom in that far, but you see this large wick that's here, as well as the full body of the candle. So while it's here and it bounces off this level, testing this support of 51, sorry, 1.51 cents, you're now starting to see this more in, I was going to say it's more in the green, but I can't see that color. Let's see, 15% drop. That's where we are right now. What about CRO? Still a big fan of CRO. CRO is not really doing anything right now, at least as far as I checked. Been monitoring Beam lately. Yeah, I've been looking at Beam since it was at like 1.5 cents. Uh, I went I went to Jasmy and I went to Jasmy and was surprised not to see any Jasmy advertisements. I still bought, but I was expecting something. Um, I would have invested more if I saw an advertisement in Tokyo. Um, well, that's the thing. It's you don't ever see what cryptocurrencies do you see that are advertising things. Like what cryptocurrency do you see that's like actively putting things out there like that? An exchange, yes, like Coinbase and all that. You see those that are advertising, um, but you're not going to see advertisement of a cryptocurrency hardly ever unless they they are a meme coin or something or have no popularity. It's about um, Ripple Energy in the UK. Are you saying that's where you have advertisements, or are you looking? Or are you just saying Ripple? Now is falling better to sell now or hold. It's look, this is up to you to make these movements. I have a an indicator on screen that talks about that shows you where you can dollar cost average in if you're looking to get in. Dollar cost averaging out would have been up at these levels. You know, you're looking at here to dollar cost average out, and then see that eventually retrace from those levels and maybe buy back in or whatever, right? But those are the levels that you should be averaging out. You should never be selling at these points. Um, I'm not. I understand the future. I have my level to where I'm going to sell, but it's totally up to your exit plan strategy. Yeah, Ripple are advertising in the UK to promote sustainable energy suppliers. So,
Lucas Schrollenhagen
so there's a
donated
difference.
$1.99 through Super Chat. People in the US must have woke up and sold.
Maybe that's always a strong possibility. Um, But when it comes to Ripple, you got to understand that Ripple is the parent company. It's not the actual cryptocurrency. You don't typically see cryptocurrencies that are advertising um, for people to buy the position. I mean, you have cryptocurrencies that don't have popularity that need to do like billboards and all of that to gain something. Um, you have pre-sales that are advertising all these things that are there, but you don't have like a physical cryptocurrency that's ever really like advertising, hey, do this, unless the community made something. So I know people made it a big deal about Jasmy, not having any type of major information, and they said that they would do a better job because they noticed that that was a problem. Not providing information, anything that's happening, and updates and different stuff that they can put out. They said they'll do a better job with that because you want to have more out there. But the only advertising you really need is through the Twitter account that they have and the different posts that they make, which you haven't seen much there. But they said they're going to get better, so hopefully that's the case. What do you feel about Algorand? I have a large position and then got smacked down. So I like Algorand where it stands. Algorand, I think, is at like 80 cents or a dollar or something like that. I have a decent amount over in Kraken, and I want to build a lot more. I feel like it still has a large possibility to run quite a bit, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of hype that was pulled from that, and we're not seeing as much hype as we've seen before. But it doesn't mean that we won't see the popularity, we won't see the movement within the bull market. So I like Algorand to an extent, but yeah, 155% increase. We have to retrace. Absolutely. Right now, like I said, we're seeing a bounce off of this level and we haven't retested that level yet. There's always a chance we could retest that level again. The market is not looking too positive overall. It's like 1% of an increase, but in the last hour, a lot of things are starting to fall down. Yeah, no one is taking on Coinbase after the SEC. I don't even know what that is. What is Jasmy or Algorand? I traded a bunch of XRP for CGPT. We're almost at our limits, guys. We're almost at a 3 hour mark. We're about 6 minutes away. So once it reaches that 6 minute mark or 3 hour mark, we are going to end the live stream, unfortunately. Um, and we can definitely chat more about Jasmine Coin. I will put something out about Jasmine Coin a little bit later, but it's great to see that movement. It's great to see that level of volume. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I will continue to have conversations about it because I'm big on Jasmine, right? I have That's my largest position now that I hold in Coinbase. Currently sitting at $15,000, up just about $11,000. So I lost $2,000 in the last hour or so, 2 hours or so. It was up to about $19,000 at one point, which would be phenomenal to time the market if I truly could and wanted to time the market. Um, because if I could have taken out 19,000, put it back in at 15 or 1.5 instead of 1.9, that would have been amazing. But that is like the most nerve wracking thing that you could do is pull everything out of a position and then wait for it to pull back. Like that's the most nerve wracking thing that you could do because now you're risking missing out on the entire play if it does absolutely explode, which you have a strong feeling that it's going to pull back, but you can't 100% predict that it's going to pull back from here. And I mean, it did. It pulled back. Um, it's not Jasmine dumping. This is this is minimal and happening to most of the market. My luck, I would have sold and then tried to buy back in, and it'll shoot up. I mean, that's usually what happens, right? You make that decision to kind of try and time the market, and you sell with a large play, and then you can't get back in. I know people that have already done that, and they said, "Look, I'm upset with the fact that now I can't buy back in because I sold at uh like 1 point, like I think it was one cent or 1.1 cents, and it hasn't gotten back down to that point. Um, so that obviously sucks to sell when you have some sort of a gain to try and like time it and gather these gains and kind of short arm these gains. But it's just, I don't know, it's difficult. It's very difficult. I've tried it plenty of times and um, I've been on the short end of the stick of that happening. In that case, sell so we can profit. Take one for the team. You're talking to somebody else, not me. I'm not selling. I'm holding on to mine. I've lost money doing that with Jasmine. I just dollar cost average now. Yeah, I hear you. It's so difficult to find exactly where the peak point is because even if you were like that, you would basically want to be a part of it. Like say if you ended up dollar cost averaging, you sold at this point and wanted to get back in at this point, you could, right? Because you have that immediately. However, if you sold at this point and you're like, all right, well, it's coming back and you want to end up getting back in, like it's 17, go to 15. You could possibly do that if you want, but it might not be a large enough drop for you. You might have seen this level and then it started coming back up, and you're like, all right, well, it's going to create a newer or a higher high or a lower high and a lower low. And ends up getting back up to this point, and you're like, crap, um, I sold at this level, and now I don't know what to do. So then it starts to pull back down. You're like, all right, well, now it's going to go back down here. It is creating, a double top scenario, and you're going to end up making or losing. Um, or sorry, it's going to end up decreasing. You're going to end up making money on this by putting money in at a lower level and being able to profit and still gather whatever you can gather. It did drop lower than this level, so it looks like it's on the way down even further. Um, but it ends up breaking out, and then now you end up buying higher because you feel like it's not going to come back. But it does end up coming back, and now you don't have the opportunity to, like, you're already in it with less coins, and you're like, I lost plenty of times here. It hurts. It hurts to do it because this could easily turn into like this, like going all the way up here. And then you end up making that decision because you don't want to miss out on the opportunity when you know it should be retracing. So I don't try and time the market many times unless I have like a short amount, a small amount to where I know like I could purchase a little bit. Like right now I can basically take another $1,000 and go, all right, I'm going to purchase a little bit of Jasmine and try and time the market. But that's outside of the 1 million that I have. But that's the case. You have to try and time it the right way. Try and find the level to where you're going to purchase it and see it thrive from there. Um, yeah, that's totally up to you, guys. We are officially at the three hour mark. I appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Join me on other live streams, not just the Jasmy Coin lives. I know Jasmy is big right now. It's there's a lot of popularity, and we'll make sure that um, we have any type of information. If we see it running, feel free to hit me up on Twitter, let me know, and tell me, hey, Matt, you probably would want to go live right now because Jasmine Coin's exploding again. Let me know, and we could talk about it. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out the HG Algo Indicator, which you can get all of these different pieces here that show you whether you can dollar cost average out or dollar cost average in, as well as the bullish momentum and bearish momentum that comes, with trading. Also, if you want to start trading on Margex, for some reason I'm logged out. If you want to start trading on Margex, feel free to trade on Margex. The link is in the chat to start trading on Margex. And you can easily use that platform to start trading at 100x leverage if you want to. You can trade at 5x leverage if you want to. But it's honestly a really, really good platform. I've been having so much success with it. If I could actually log in, I've had so much success with it, and I love the platform overall. So let me just quickly get over here and use my phone really quick. Come on. That's not it. There it is. Okay. So yeah, if you want to start trading on Margex, feel free to use my link that's in the chat. They have a great platform. You can leverage trade XRP. You see, I already sold a little bit of it, and I got a little bit of XRP. I had 200 XRP, and now I have 400 XRP in my main account because I did get a position that ended up taking profit in some cases, or I guess in one case. So that's good to have. And I like to be able to build more XRP, build more BTC, build more Solana or whatever it is. And you could easily trade with this to create a 5x leverage or whatever. So if I see an opportunity, like I think AVAX is sitting at a good opportunity. I also think Shiba Inu is sitting at a decent opportunity. Where is that standing at? Let me make some trades really quick. Before we get out of here, let's go ahead and make some trades. Why not, right? Because we have a little bit of XRP that we can make money off of, or try to make money off of. So where I'm seeing Shiba Inu, I'll probably do it at like a 5x leverage. Where it currently stands is very close to the 200 EMA. And I want to see it break through that level because it's been really hovering around that 200 EMA for quite some time. But this is back in October of 2023. It did pick up, but now it's starting to bounce. It's actually trending upward, and we're at a good level. So I'm thinking about that. I'm also thinking about Dogecoin. Also thinking about AVAX, where AVAX stands. LTC is not a bad play. The idea of getting liquidated scares you. I understand where you're coming from, but once you test it out, you can do it with a low amount. So if you have a good strategy to where you're looking at certain levels, maybe it's the RSI, maybe it's the 200 EMA, 15 moving average, or whatever, you have a solid plan for a short term. You can make a decent amount of money. You get liquidated with $5, may not hurt you. But then when you end up taking that $5 at a 5x leverage and turn it into $15, it feels fantastic. And then you can go ahead and do that same thing uh, with maybe $25 or $20. But don't ever go all in with like a crazy amount. I love leverage trading though. I've been doing it for a little bit. I feel like Solana's at a great spot. Um, I feel like Solana's at a great spot. I might have to um, go on Solana for this play. It's a little bit heavy, way far away from the 200 EMA. So it looks like you might have, it creating a low point here at some point, which could be a lot lower than where we are right now. So I'll probably have to refrain from doing that. My other plays are at like
Lucas
77.
Schrollenhagen donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Do you leverage trade, Matt? Would you recommend? The idea of getting liquidated just scares me.
Yeah, I totally understand. I leverage trade all the time. I have multiple positions within Margex, and I'm currently leverage trading right now. I'm just trying to find the right position to get into. Um, and let me see. I'm thinking it has to be either a Doge. Ethereum is at a good spot. I feel like Ethereum would give me. Um, it has run quite a bit. It has run a lot of bit. It has really pulled up. So it's pulling way too far away from the 50 moving average. I can't do that because I would get liquidated. Even though it has a lot of upside, I would get liquidated within that. Caspa has also moved quite a bit. So I'm going to say no on that one. Um, Solana has moved quite a bit. So I'm going to say no. AVAX, I might have to go another AVAX play. Or Matic. What do you guys think? We got 383 people that are here. Sell your Jasmine, Matt. Save your profits. I'm good with what I have here. I'm not selling my Jasmine. We're okay. You go through the problem is that like I said, time in the market beats timing the market. I'm not going to try and time the market and sell everything that I own there. My level of selling, my exit plan, my exit strategy is 5 cents. And if it happens this year, it happens this year. If it happens next year, it happens next year. I'm not worried about it. It's not money that I truly need right now. So if I don't need it, why would I sell it? There's so much more potential for the future. Yes, I could have sold at 1.9. I had $19,000 and it does get down to 1 cent. I could have had 9,000 extra dollars to invest, giving me maybe almost 2 million Jasmine coin, which would be great for the future, but it's also very, very risky to play it that way because then your emotions start to get into it and nobody wants that. I don't want that. I know you don't want that. Um, so yeah, let me go ahead and let me see. Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin's at a good spot. I'm going to do another Dogecoin play. Even though Dogecoin for this one is down by a decent amount with a 10x leverage, I'm going to do another Dogecoin play with XRP. I have 230 XRP over there. So for me, my play is definitely going to be, let me scroll up here. AVAX sitting at 34. That's not a bad one. Yeah, I feel like Dogecoin at 8 cents is a good level. Where it currently is 8.3. So I could do that same thing. I could do a 10x leverage in what I believe in, or I could do an 8x leverage. 8x leverage in what I have overall, which would be 1,700 that I am investing with for Dogecoin. We can see how that plays out, and it may look really, really good. So I'm going to do that where 7.3 cents, 7.3 cents is the lowest level that I can get to, and then I'll get liquidated within that position. So I just put another play in for XRP, or sorry, for Dogecoin while I leverage XRP. So I can't wait for all of these to play out to where I can get a decent sized increased overall. I wish I had the ability to leverage trade Jasmine coin because I would gather so much Jasmine coin within Margex, but they don't offer that right now. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to, trade on Margex, feel free to check out my link that's in the chat. And if you want to get yourself a t-shirt, a Jasmy coin t-shirt, or an XRP t-shirt, or something like that, I have that in my my store, and you can probably find the link to the Jasmy shirt somewhere around the video. But I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much again for watching and being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.